was my dad. Even if I was a mistake from the beginning, the path that I chose isn't. I wanted to become a hero of justice so that that event wouldn't just be some tragedy in the past. For 10 years, I've embraced the ideal of a time when everyone would be happy and no one would cry. From the beginning, I knew what I had to do to realize that ideal. I didn't decide to fight because I'd become a master. I decided to fight because it was something that I could do. Something I believed I ought to do.
You are. You can continue to defy me all you like, but your servant body cannot resist me. Surely you can sense my command seals eating away at you little by little. You wouldn't have to suffer if you simply gave in and submitted to me. My stubborn saber.
What is it you're doing, Caster?
Master Soichiro, why are you here? I thought I requested that you remain at Ryudo Temple where you can be safe.
Answer my question first. I know you heard me. What are you doing here?
Yesterday, I captured the servant of Shiro Emiya, one of the other masters. He managed to escape, so I couldn't finish him. But he is no longer a master.
I see, but I do not remember instructing you to do so.
I acted for the benefit of our cause. I attacked this church in order to obtain the Holy Grail's vessel. I slew the priest who was the overseer, but the Grail's whereabouts remain unknown.
So you didn't come back because you couldn't locate the Holy Grail?
Yes.
I think I've got the gist of it. Now can you explain why you acted on your own?
I humbly apologize. But my actions were all for you, Master. My one and only goal is to help you achieve victory in this war. I can assure you, that is my only motive.
I see. In that case, you may not want to leave until you've found it. Search every inch until you are satisfied. Until then, I shall also remain here.
Oh no, that will not be necessary, Master. It could take quite a bit of time to locate the Holy Grail. You should return to Ryudo Temple. It will be much safer for you.
You have a point. But if I did, I would not be able to achieve my own objective.
Of course, but what objective?
Be quick about it. If it is not here, then so be it. I don't care how you accomplish it. All I need is the result.
When was it that I finally figured out what that dream really was? That it was the mental landscape of a certain heroic spirit. Many heroic spirits. Servants. Among them, there are special servants that are failsafe devices called guardians. They are summoned into the various ages and prevent the destruction of the human world. No, it's more accurate to say that they prevent the human race from destroying itself. Even though he was summoned to save humanity, before he could save them, he was forced to clean up the messes that humans had made. It did not take many summonings for him to lose hope, and he began to despise the human world. In the end, he continued to be betrayed by his ideal, even after death.
If you aren't feeling well, we can put this off. It's fine. There is no present need to attack.
No. If we know Caster's location, we should deal with her now. Here. Standing there watching me sleep instead of waking me up is pretty creepy, you know.
Relax. I was doing nothing so rude as that. I heard unusual things, though. Several times you muttered some wicked words like, I got irritated, or I'm pissed off.
That's a relief. Hey, Archer. Have you ever felt regret for all the things that you've done? I want to avoid any regrets if I can help it. I bet that's going to be hard to do, though. Even more than I ever imagined it would be.
There are those who can do it and those who can't. I'd say that you are the former. See, people like you don't make mistakes in the first place. Mistakes aren't even a consideration for them. Reen, there are special people in the world who shine brighter than ordinary people. They never feel regret. They don't agonize over what they've done. Most definitely, you are that sort of person. You have the ability to believe in your own path to the very end without regrets.
What about you, then? Will you be able to believe that you're right to the very end?
I'm sorry, but I have no answer for that. The question is meaningless.
Why is it meaningless?
Have you forgotten, Master? My own life's end came and went. Long ago.
I'd say attacking and killing the Overseer is rather a bold move. Still, I guess Kirei probably saw it coming.
Reen, I must ask you again.
What now? Are you still worried? I'll take Castor on all by myself. If you get too close, she might be able to use Rule Breaker on you too. So instead, I want you to take care of Kuzuki, her master.
I'm perfectly fine with taking that man on, Reen. But do you understand that a mage like you is no match against Castor's power?
Relax, Archer. I wouldn't have said it if I didn't have a chance. Just leave her to me, all right?
Very well. I'll trust in you.
Okay, let's do this. I'll take out Castor here no matter what. Once she's gone, Saber will go back to normal again, and be able to forge a new pact with Shiro. So did you make absolutely sure he was dead?
Saber.
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
Nothing at all. If you didn't actually see his corpse, he's still clinging to life somewhere, that's all. But enough about him. Let's get this over with. You don't have a human shield this time, so I can go all out.
Do you really think that you can beat me in a magic battle?
It depends on how I do it. I can see that you don't have control over Saber yet. Also, I know how strong Mr. Kuzuki is. Are you ready to do this?
Yes, I'm ready. As planned then, Reen?
Yes. I won't hold back. I won't hold back. I'm using everything I've got.
Oh, how adorable. You think you can take me one-on-one. However, aren't you forgetting the powerful trump card I'm holding? Using my command seals, I could make Saber my puppet right now if I desired.
All right then, why don't you try it? Saber could resist easily. I don't know if it would be for 1 minute or 2. But that's enough time to take you down. And you know it!
A distraction?
Now come down so I can kick your ass! Archer! Damn it! Archer, why? What do you think you're doing? Archer?
You see, defeating her here struck me as more than just a little idealistic. When it comes to escaping, she's the best there is. After all, she's a woman who would tear her own younger brother to pieces to escape.
You talk as if you know who I am. Are you trying to imply you know my true identity?
Using dragon teeth as vessels are the hallmark of the magecraft of the King of Colchis. His daughter, the Princess Medea, is widely hailed as a witch without peer.
That son of a bitch.
If I may ask, Castor, do you have sufficient energy left to sustain yourself and one additional servant?
Archer, what are you doing?
Of course. I have more than enough mana to sustain not just one more, but all the servants.
Then that simplifies things. All right then, Castor. I will take you up on your earlier offer.
So what is it that changed your mind?
The situation has changed. With Saber under your control, it's only natural that I switch sides.
I do not trust traitors who betray their masters.
Nor should you. I'm only yielding to you for my own benefit. There's no trust or loyalty in that. But isn't that how all servants are by their very nature?
Huh. Very well. If I could not keep control of you myself, it would speak poorly of my magical abilities. My offer still stands. I will give you what you wish for. Interruption was an irritating surprise, but the outcome is the same. I shall finish you here and now.
No. Wait, Caster. I want to attach one condition to me joining your forces.
What are you talking about?
I'll surrender my freedom to you without resistance. My price is that you let them both leave here alive and uninjured.
For all your words and actions, you're just a softie.
No. I thought it would be wrong for a heroic spirit to cut down his former master.
It's odd to hear common decency coming from the mouth of someone who's a traitor. Very well, I shall let them go. But I promise if they ever get in my way again...
Yes, of course. If they prove foolish enough to take up a hopeless fight, they'll simply be annihilated.
Archer's right. Let's get out of here while we can.
If you hate me, it is misplaced, Reen. This woman just happens to be the superior master, that's all. I always side with the most powerful.
That's true, but you'll regret it, because I'll never quit. You hear me? I'll defeat Caster and then take you back. And once I do that, I won't forgive you no matter what. That's what you get for that stunt. Just sit down and rest, all right?
No. Let's get back to my place as soon as we can. And don't worry, I'm okay.
No, you're not. Don't try to tell me you're okay when you've got an injury like that. Are you even listening? I mean, why did you have to come here in the first place? Couldn't you tell right away that the church wasn't safe?
I'm not that stupid. Of course I knew it wasn't.
Then you should have turned right around, you idiot! How could you try a projection like that? Doing that's only gonna make your injuries worse. And you're trying to tell me that you're not in pain? Ugh, you are so messed up!
You know, you're hurting worse than I am. So let's go home. Once we get there, you can gripe and moan all you want.
I can't believe it. The guy actually made me cry.
Tosaka, what are you...
Shut up. You're gonna make this right. Listen, don't you dare turn around, got it? If you see my face, I'll get really mad. Archer was right. I should have defeated Caster when I had the chance, no matter what. I'm not whining or anything like that. But I always seem to mess up on the most important things. The less important things, I can get done easily enough. I don't know why, but I've always been like that. Archer's not the only one at fault for going over to Caster's side. Boy, what a mess. After all my big talk, I suddenly find myself cornered. I think this is where you're supposed to ask me by what?
Oh, so what was it that you were cornered by?
I wish I hadn't heard you earlier. I'm even more depressed now that I totally failed.
You'll feel better soon, all right? You haven't done anything to beat yourself up over, you know?
Yes, I have. We're in this big mess because my strategy turned out to be wrong.
All that means is that you failed in one aspect of it. But that doesn't mean you were wrong. To be honest, I admire how brilliant you are. I don't regret things either. I believe that what I've done was the right thing to do, but that belief is a patchwork. But I bet you'd pay back double whatever you got once you've pushed all that regret out of your system.
By the way, Why did you come and try to save me? What? How did you get that?
You can have it back if you want. I have another pendant just like it. I keep it hidden in my bedroom. It was lying next to me after Lancer's attack. I grabbed it after I came to and have had it since.
You say that you have one just like it at home?
Huh? Did I say something strange?
No, not really. But you lost me. Why would this be a reason for you to come try to save me?
Well... I've got to admit, that was an excuse. To come clean with you? I've always adored and watched you from a distance. But it was complicated. When I finally got around to talking to you, I fell for you even more. So I just jumped down to help you without even thinking. That's all.
Hey, what's with you? If you go blurting out things like that without thinking, you'll end up giving people the wrong idea.
What do you mean? I really do have feelings for you.
You jerk! You hopeless idiot! Thanks for coming to my rescue. I'm so happy you saved me.
Ow, ow, ow!
Now just hold still. There, we're done.
Thank you. What are you doing?
I thought I'd make some dinner.
What? With all of this going on?
Yeah, why not? We can't come up with any decent ideas on an empty stomach, right?
I've done a lot of thinking. About why I joined in the Grail War. About what I really wanted to achieve.
And so?
At first it was because I was dragged into it. But that's not really why. I've always admired heroes of justice. So I need to protect everyone. Even if I'm not a master, or if Saber is gone, I'm going out to fight all the same.
Okay, I see.
Hey, I'm talking serious stuff here. You think you might pay a little attention?
Heard every word. You don't have a problem with putting yourself in danger, but you simply can't bear it when other people do the same thing. And so, you go out to fight, even if you're not strong enough.
That pretty much covers it, I guess.
Then what's the deal? You look like a squirrel that ate a rock by mistake.
Well, I just didn't think that you'd be okay with it.
Oh, I don't like the idea. However, after you swooped in and saved me like that, I really can't object to it, can I? And also, there's the fact that you'd still fight regardless of how I felt about it.
So, then that would mean that in all of this, we're still partners?
I suppose. Anyway, I couldn't sleep knowing I'd turned you loose to do everything by yourself. Besides, to put it in simple terms, it's not like I hate you or anything. I mean, as a partner. And your cooking's pretty good. So that's how I feel about it. And you're still okay with us working together, is that right? I need a refill. Kuzuki and Archer, who's on her side now. Soon enough, she's going to have Saber under her sway too.
Yeah, once she's got full control of her, we're not gonna stand much of a chance.
You're right about that. You got any good ideas?
Here's one. Now, don't get mad. What do you think about trying to work with some other masters?
I'm not mad. I have to admit I was actually thinking the same thing. We still have no idea who Lancer's master is, so that's out. But we just might have a good shot with Eliasville.
Well, the first problem is finding her.
I've got a pretty good idea where to look. A long time ago, my father told me something. That there's an estate way out in the forest where the Einsburns live.
Why does it elude me?
There is no Holy Grail here.
Not true. He obviously lied to me. The Overseer of the Grail War would never allow the catalyst that is his trump card out of his sight.
My family is fairly new to the Mages Association. I'm fighting in this Grail War to win us prestige and glory. Elmaloy didn't take it seriously in the last one, but I'm different. I plan to win this one. For one thing, I've invested a great deal of capital. Do you think that a purchased title will tarnish any accomplishment?
Not at all. One should always make use of all the tools available. If you're using wealth as a weapon, I expect there's a strategy behind it.
Don't get the wrong idea. I am fully prepared to overwhelm the other masters with my mage ability. Come, allow me to demonstrate.
I gather then that this would be your alchemy workshop?
A family business. A magic system that generates mana using exchange. It's a primitive curse that relies on human sacrifice. This workshop was designed to modernize that system and make it much more efficient. Here, allow me to show you. It works best when the raw materials are still fresh. What do you think? It normally takes a month to create this, but I can do it in an instant. Oh, and please don't worry about the raw materials. I won't procure them in Fuyuki. I always make sure to get them from
This is wildly inefficient. Wasting all these lives for such puny crystals. Work of a third-rate mage.
What the hell did you just do? How can you create mana from an empty kiln?
What do you mean? Oh, so to the eyes of you modern mages, this vessel appears to be empty? Your method of generating mana must be one step, no more, a dimension lower than mine.
What? What about the incantation? Countless hours designing this workshop just to get around that aspect of mana creation. The incantation alone, that takes at least 3 days and nights.
But I have no need of incantations. Magic is simply a power that responds to my command. Please forgive my bluntness, but I strongly urge that this workshop be shut down. It is unwise to waste lives this way. As a mage of great proficiency, I abhor an unprofessional workshop.
Ah, that is very good to know. Apparently, I didn't quite grasp what a servant was. I order you by command seal. Do not use your noble phantasm on me. I have no desire to be stabbed in the back by a treacherous witch.
A witch. He called me a witch. Every one of them calls me a witch.
Are you telling me that you can't control Castor?
It's not a question of using her, but of trusting her. Her sense of values is far different than ours. She's able to make magic with a simple wave of her hand. To her, human life has no more value than a paper scrap. She killed her romantic rival by burning her alive in her own castle. It would be crazy to trust her.
I see your point. If that is how you interpret the stories of Princess Medea, it is my job to accommodate the Master's wishes as best I can. And all the more so, since you have the backing of the Mages Association. There are 5 Masters who are currently selected by the Grail. For now, 2 slots remain open.
I hoped that you would say that. It would be possible for me to make a new pact with a different servant then?
It has never been done before, but it is possible. However, before that, something will need to be done about the servant with whom you currently have a pact.
Regardless of her magical ability, she's nothing but a vixen with a keen talent for deception. I've already laid the groundwork. But better safe than sorry, Father Kotomine. I'd like you to give this to Lancer's master. I think it little enough to do for a fellow member of the Mages Association.
And this is?
Oh, just a contract assigning the right to dispose of Castor. If he accepts, I'll be rid of Castor without having to waste a command seal.
Give this to Lancer's master, you say?
What the hell did you do?
I thought it would be best to dismantle your workshop before I take you to a more suitably fortified location.
Dismantle, eh? And my supplies? I know I had around 50 of them still in stock.
They were unnecessary, so I released them.
Did you now? So tell me, what's this more suitable location?
The heart of this ritual, the place where the Greater Grail rests. I have found a natural fortress to keep you safe from other servants. You have but to do as I say, and I shall take you to it, Master.
That's not necessary, because you are no longer needed. By this command seal, kill yourself, Castor! What the hell's the problem? Does it take more than one? By command seal, I order you! Terminate yourself, Castor!
What a foolish master you are. Have you forgotten the name of my noble phantasm?
Rule breaker! But I used a command seal forbidding you to use it!
Yes, but only against you. So instead, I used it on myself in order to undo our little pact.
Impossible! To you servants, that's tantamount to committing suicide! You won't be able to maintain your physical form anymore!
Perhaps, and what of that? You are on the verge of losing your life, so why should that concern you?
What is this? What's going on? I refuse to go out like this! The Grail War hasn't even begun yet! I haven't fought a single battle! Not like this!
Yes, perfect end for a man who celebrated victory before he ever started.
You treacherous, evil witch! I feel hot.
So in the end, I will die like this again. Passed around from hand to hand, exploited, reviled as a traitorous witch. All I wanted, all I wished, was to return to my homeland once more.
What has happened to you?
You are willing to believe such a story?
I can't think of a purpose served by your lying to me. Is there one? A reason why you would wish to deceive me?
Rather, you are the one, with no reason to help some blood-covered stranger.
Rest here tonight. We will speak in the morning so that I may learn more about you. Have you calmed down? If you have, we should begin.
You mean you are willing?
You said that for you to survive, a vessel is needed. If I were to become your master, that would be the opportunity you need. Or am I wrong?
Just a while longer and the Holy Grail will be in my hand.
I guess we'll have to pin our hopes on Eliasville. Berserker is not exactly what you'd call a big fan of Castor.
Is there some connection between Castor and Berserker?
Yes, Archer told me. He said Berserker's true identity is Hercules. If Castor really is the great and powerful witch Medea, then they would have started when they met on the Argo. Kinda like how Kirei sets me off by just breathing. Everybody has someone that just rubs them the wrong way. Shiro, would you mind walking out ahead a little bit?
Yeah, I guess so. What was that?
I knew it. Looks like the Einsburns have the whole forest under surveillance.
If that's so, it means we just set off their burglar alarm.
I don't think it's really a problem. We didn't come here to launch an attack, just to talk to her. So this way, she'll know we don't intend to start anything.
I get it. Well, be careful, okay? It's got a bit of a bite to it.
Don't worry, I got it. That little twerp's pissed me off now. I heard you laugh just now. I know I heard you laughing. Got her good with my little trap. Reen is just so much fun to play with. She'll never give you anything but honest reactions. Although, I wonder if they'll make it here all right. Maybe I ought to disable a few of the traps.
Mistress, really? You're not actually serious about allowing those people to come in.
Well, of course, why wouldn't I? They just said they're only coming here to talk. And besides, I need to ask Shiro a few things.
Listen to yourself.
Don't be a worrywart, Sella. Even if they were planning on something, there's certainly no match for Berserker.
While that may be true, Mistress, I am solidly against it.
Stop, please! I've decided! I am Lord of the Castle. You're supposed to do as I say.
If you are Lord of the Castle, that's all the more reason to drive them off. You are the Einsburn Princess. They must be properly invited to attend an appropriate evening soiree here with the right...
Sella, you're being stubborn. Also, you're a little off with your metaphor. How right then.
Have you come to your senses now?
Okay, you two can just go out and get them.
Mistress?
I want you to catch them and bring them here!
That jerk dragging me along with him into this crap! Just where
worries.
That is not Shiro.
No, a harmless, irritating little fly. Let's deal with him and be on our way.
Good. Are you two maids of the Einsburn household? Well, that's convenient. So, take me to Berserker's...
Hold your tongue, Invader. We have no time for more uninvited guests. Either you can jump from the battlements to escape, or you can fall victim to this weapon. You have 10 seconds to decide.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Wait!
5,
Hold on a second!
4, 3,
Are you
2,
nuts?
1.
I was wondering who was here. A pair of homunculi. Nicely made, too. Even though you are only human in shape, you almost function as well as real ones. Oh, they used a fine mold when they made you.
Sella, he's incredibly strong.
I can sense it. See to the mistress and don't worry about me.
Oh, now, don't be afraid. I forgive your disrespect, assuming it came from fear. You should leave now if you value your lives. I'll give you 10 seconds in appreciation for allowing my master to escape.
That boy is your master? Then there is no way we can do as you ask. Our purpose is to protect the mistress from all outside threats. At first I took you for a king, but a man who reeks of blood as you do cannot be allowed to pass.
Is that so? Then like these flowers, you will fall. I expect that the Grail's vessel will come running when she hears your many screams.
You called her the Grail's vessel? Then you are Ilia's enemy! Shiro is coming here to the castle where Mother lived.
Please read no!
These mages never learn, do they? You should never give a human heart to a doll. Humans are simply not capable of equaling your pure loyalty.
As long as I can draw breath, you won't go near the mistress.
Really? Then be proud you did not break your word.
Liz! Sella!
I gather you are the doll that was made to be the Grail's vessel. The crossing of a human being and a homunculus has spawned a bit of an oddity, I see.
You killed them for no reason. Kill him now! This instant, right now! Kill him, Berserker!
You heard her. I'm right here. Toying with you just might relieve me of a little of my boredom. Tell me what you think of this.
A castle? And there's some kind of fight happening.
I guess we can't use the front door. Come on, we'll find another way in.
So that's how it is.
That was awesome! Every one of those was a noble phantasm of yours? Totally sweet, man. You have, like, insane skills. What a letdown. This guy wasn't nearly as tough as he looked. He was nothing but a big old
If you
meathead.
value your life, stand back. There's more going on than you're aware of.
Huh?
I'm tired of heroes who refuse to fall when cut or burned, but I have never seen one who can truly return from the dead. I see your noble phantasm as something you've grown from your life and myth. A noble phantasm that I don't possess. It seems that I am at a disadvantage. I find this vexing. Only the finest of weapons will suffice to bring this one down. Hercules, the stories tell of you performing 12 labors, after which you were welcomed among the gods. You are adamant and unyielding, the ultimate in perseverance. My armory, however, is unlimited. The ultimate in offensive force. And overflowing with ways to kill heroes. Stop playing nursemaid, Hercules. Each time you die, another labor is done. But after these 12, no gods welcome you.
Berserker can't lose to anyone. Because he's the strongest in the world! He's finally back! Welcome back, Dad!
I'm sorry, but your mother is gone. She died at the hand of the man she loved above any other.
What are you telling me? Mother said that she would become the Holy Grail, and that my daddy would keep her safe.
I was betrayed, and you were betrayed. We were both betrayed. Betrayed and then cast aside, like broken tools.
No! That's a lie! Why are you lying to me? All these things you're saying, they're all lies! Where is my daddy? It's all right. I can take care of myself. I can manage on my own.
They say that he's dead, you know. They say the traitor is dead. Without ever coming for us, thinking only of himself until the day he died.
I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. I've decided that I'm going to live by myself.
But you have to care. Because he had a child. Because the traitor had a family other than us.
A family? Do I have a brother?
Yes, and you can kill each other. You can kill each other very soon. The fire of the Greater Grail still burns. The last war was incomplete, so soon another one will resume. I can't wait. I can hardly wait, Iliasville. That gives you a reason to live, doesn't it? Just like that human.
It hurts. It hurts. I don't want to do this anymore. Exist. The miracle occurred 1,000 years ago. We were created in an attempt to replicate that event. Magic. Humanity's salvation. That will only bring happiness to human beings. What do we get? What makes life good for us? We have no concept of what happiness is. We are only their tools. We are the used and not the users. It is doubtful that real joy has even been known by Elder Oct.
Yes, we are nothing but tools to activate the Holy Grail. To that end, we have suffered for 1,000 years. But at long last, they finally achieved you.
I was achieved by that?
Yes, you are the Einsburn's top achievement. The result of their research on us. They will never create...
I was achieved by that?
Yes, you are the Einsburn's top achievement. The result of their research on us. They will never create one superior to you, no matter how much time they choose to spend. They will give up if there should ever come a time when you are defeated. Elder Oct will turn off the power himself.
It is doubtful that real joy has even been known by Elder Oct. Everyone will give up? You'll choose to stop living? Yes, then a millennium of research will end, and all the Einsburn efforts will come to a close. They will do it with a smile, saying that they gave it their all, but it was to no avail. That is horrible! You're all alive! Why should any of you have to die? Shouldn't I be the one to die if I'm the one to fight?
Sweet child, please don't mourn for us. Even if it was all us will mind. Even if we cannot be saved, we will finally be freed of our obligation.
Duty, duty, duty! It's always duty! Who do the Einstein's think they are? We never had the chance to live or love or have identities of our own!
I am Sella. My assignment is to look after you, beginning today. And this one is called Lacereet, who will be protecting you.
Yulia, nice to meet.
Please forgive her, Mistress. Lacereet's link is not yet completely functional.
Who cares? Introductions are a waste of time. You two are the same as the others. The servant, is it here yet?
Yes, the summoning has already been performed. A great hero, renowned in Greek mythology. Hercules. So splendid and inspiring. Oh, you should rejoice, Mistress. With a heroic spirit such as this summoned, your victory is assured. We now pledge our lives and all our abilities on your behalf.
I don't care. I don't want anything like that. Servants are nothing more than tools to use. What's inside them doesn't matter. I can manage just fine on my own. I don't need anyone else to win the Holy Grail War.
That's not the truth. You need Berserker, too. Berserker will keep Ilya safely.
Don't make me laugh. A servant is only a familiar bound by a set of magical rules. Without my command seals, it would betray me. I don't trust anyone anymore.
We will now start linking you and Berserker. The work done throughout the past years has placed magic circuits in over 70% of your body. An ordinary master would receive far less servant feedback than you will be feeling. Mistress, please use caution.
Ilya, if it hurts, you need to stop.
I don't care. Let's get started. What is going on here? What are you doing? I order you to move, Berserker! I said move! What's the matter with you? Come on, move! You are the most powerful heroic spirit! Damn it,
Mistress, stop! You have to sever the link! We can perform the ritual for the pact some other time!
This is nothing. Leave me alone. I will break him soon enough. Just be quiet and watch. I will not be beaten. I'm the most powerful master in the world. I'll break you. What? How'd I get here? Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of the final test. If I make it back to the castle alive, then I can go to Fuyuki. But I left Berserker behind somewhere. Doesn't matter, I guess. I'll just summon myself a new servant once I'm back at the castle. I'll summon one not as scary who won't cause me pain, like he does. Berserker, why did you come here? I went off and abandoned you. Why aren't you fighting the wolves? Because of me? Because you don't want to make me suffer? Because you don't want to hurt me? Get them! Berserker! Now I understand. You didn't come and protect me because I ordered you to, or just because you're a servant. You did it of your own free will, because that's what you wanted to do, isn't it? Berserker, you're so strong. He won't lose. He would never be defeated by this grinning fool. Berserker is stronger than anyone!
What was that?
Shiro, you get it, right? No matter what happens, you cannot interfere. We don't have any effective way to fight them right now. Got it? Before you can save anyone, you've got to save yourself first. Then you can worry about them.
Your defeat is as certain as sunrise. How about it? You're going to die anyway, so why not just lay down your burden? If you stop shielding her, you might still have a chance of taking me down. I see. If that's how you wish things to be, die with your mistress.
Please don't lose.
So be it. I'll give you the greatest of labors! And that makes 11. You're on the ropes now, aren't you, Hercules? Had you just forsaken your mistress right away, you might actually have had a chance. In the end, he was no more than some lowly beast who lived to fight. I had hoped for better from a fellow demigod. I did not take him to be such a fool.
Berserker, no! Come back to me! Berserker! But why? I told you to come back to me, so why? Why won't you?
Quiet, little doll. The chains of heaven. Even a god bound in these chains could not escape their cold embrace. The more divine their captive, the tighter the chains will hold him. As if I would ever allow him to simply teleport away with a command seal.
No, it can't be! Berserker! Berserker! Where are you? Berserker! I'm begging. Oh, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Berserker. You there? I can't see you. I can't see anything. It's all dark. Oh, good. Please stay with me, Berserker.
What? A troublesome fellow. You continue to surpass your own myth to the very end.
Stop it, you bastard!
I'm not scared, even if it is dark. You're so strong, Berserker. If you're here with me, I know I don't have to worry. You were always there to protect me. You looked scary, but you were kind inside. And you were so big, just like Daddy. I really wished that you would have scooped me up in your arms just one time. I feel.
Hold it!
Oh? Saber's master. How very unexpected. You may have the desire to fight, but nothing else. Without your precious Saber, you're just a worthless annoyance.
Wait just a second. This guy right here, he's an acquaintance. What a coincidence, running into you in a place like this. Isn't it, Emiya? Please allow me to introduce my brand new servant. He's much more awesome than Ryder ever was. Go ahead and beg for your life, Emiya. I might even consider sparing it. Not a chance. All right then, if that's what you want, just go ahead and die.
That's far enough. You, servant, you so much as twitch your little finger and it's going to cost your master his life.
Tosaka?
Really? You chose to make a threat, instead of simply killing him. Because you realized that his demise would not be sufficient to stop me.
Yes, that's right. But losing your master would still be a serious blow for you.
Wait! Where the hell are you going?
The situation has changed. Factory vessel.
Huh? Hey, Tosaka! Why don't you with us? You know the caster is gathering power, don't you? And she's using Ryudo Temple as her hideout. This could put us at a slight
I don't
disadvantage.
think so, Shinji. What possible sense can it make to follow someone else's flunky?
You little bitch! Kill them, Gilgamesh! Kill both of them and make it painful!
Not now. Sadly, we're out of time now. If we dawdle here any longer, this will spoil.
Damn it! You'll regret this, Tosaka! Because that's not an offer I'll be making again!
As he said, you're lucky to have a good friend.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
It's not your fault, Shiro. We were helpless. Saving her simply wasn't possible. So why? You must have known it would be suicide if you showed yourself to him. So why? Why would you risk your life for a girl you don't know?
There was no reason. I wanted to try and save her. That's all there is.
I always thought there was something off kilter with you, but this cinches it. Shiro, the way you live your life is seriously warped.
You think I'm warped?
Oh yeah. Valuing the lives of others more than you value your own isn't right. Listen, people only survive by putting themselves first. But you're always out there trying to help others. And sooner or later, you'll come apart at the seams.
You're wrong about that. I do it so that it won't keep happening.
Oh, really? You're plenty messed up already, and it shows. So tell me now, what happened to you 10 years ago? Because whatever it was, it's what screwed you up so bad.
No, you're wrong, Tosaka. My life was saved. That was it.
Your life was saved?
Yeah, that's all there is to it.
You didn't have to pay anything? Or give up something in return?
Nothing. Kiritsugu saved me, end of story. Didn't cost me a single thing. It's just... He looks so... happy. I envied the look on his face. When he saved me, that emotion was all I could feel. I wanted to become a man like him. I thought that if I could survive that disaster, and was still alive if it happened again, I'd have to try and save everyone who needed help, to make up for all those I couldn't help back then. That's what I want. It's my only wish. Because otherwise, my survival would be meaningless.
And I'm telling you that's messed up! If he saved you, then treat your life like the precious thing it is. After surviving something so horrible, how can you not want to enjoy your life? Listen, it's wrong just to live for the sake of other people's happiness. Like you're some freaking machine. You want to help other people, fine. Go ahead, knock yourself out. But you better do it for yourself. Unless you live your life for yourself, you'll never really know what happiness is.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right, Tosaka.
Well, all right then.
But it's fine. I mean, wanting to be of service, dedicating your life to the benefit of others. That can't possibly be wrong. Tosaka, I thank you.
Damn it, Shiro. How can I say anything when you look at me like that? Fine. Okay, whatever. Then I suppose I'm going to have to keep working on you. Hey, about that 8th servant that got summoned.
Gilgamesh. He's an ancient Mesopotamian mythic hero, right?
Yeah. Half man, half god. King of Uruk, seeker of eternal youth. He's so powerful, it's almost unfair. And yet...
What's bothering you?
He definitely had power, but still, I didn't really sense that much of a power gap between Goldie and Berserker. Am I crazy?
Not at all. On his own, I'd put him even with Saber or Berserker, if not weaker. His weapons make the difference. Every single weapon he used was a genuine noble phantasm. Or they're weapons made of noble phantasms. That must be it. Gilgamesh comes from an ancient myth, and led a life indulged with every luxury. So it naturally follows that he'd have the originals of all the myths and weapons the noble phantasms were based on.
You mean the weapons themselves are not his noble phantasm?
Yes, exactly right. There must be a storehouse full of his treasures. That's his noble phantasm.
And why Berserker wasn't able to stand up against him. With the originals of all noble phantasms, he only has to pull out the specific weapon a given heroic spirit can't beat. Seriously, that guy is trouble. But at the moment, Castor is the more pressing issue, so we'll just have to deal with him later.
Yeah, you're right.
Only you two going up against her? Come on, you know damn well that's not going to work. Don't be idiots.
Lancer!
Been a while since our evening out. You miss me?
No, Shiro! Get back!
Tosaka, leave now!
No, while I draw his attention, you make a break into the woods!
I said I got this. You need to make sure that you're safe.
Now hang on. It sounds like you didn't hear a single word I said when I was telling you you had to start putting yourself first.
And I said that it's okay. You know I've fought him before. I have the experience for the job.
My ranged weapons will be more effective at a distance.
Exactly my point. You just stay clear of him and give me some cover, okay?
I don't know any nimble little quick draw spells like that. If I tried to cover you, I'd likely blow you away too.
Hey, don't bite my head off. I don't understand why it always has to be such overkill with you.
What did you just say to me, you big jerk?
I just want you to stay clear and be safe.
Oh, you finished already? There's no rush. Go ahead, get it out of your system. Oh, relax. I've no intention of fighting you. I'm not a spectator. So I thought I'd just stick my oar in the water and offer you guys a little help.
You what?
Wait, did I hear you wrong? Because I swear I just heard you make an offer of help.
Is that so hard to understand? By yourselves, you two don't stand a chance against Castor. And since that's the case, I'm saying that I'm willing to lend you a hand.
I see. You're seriously butting in, though. And this is your own idea?
An order from my master. To form a united front until Castor's little army is beaten down.
Not a bad reason. But still, why go with us? Someone else might be a better choice.
The guy who finally beat Berserker? That's not good chemistry. I really don't think we'd get along. Although I wouldn't complain about his power.
That's a smart decision. But is it a smart decision made by your master?
Not really. It was personal preference that led me to pick you.
As I recall, you nearly killed me twice. Do you really think I'm gonna believe a single word you say?
Of course. You've got a good brain housed in a fine-looking woman. And if she thought it was a good idea, you'd be willing to throw your lot in with me, right? See now? That's why I thought you'd be the best. If I can't choose my job, I'd at least like to choose my co-workers. I've liked you since I first laid eyes on you. You're beautiful, stubborn, gutsy, and not stupid. When I have a female master, I hope she's like you.
All right. I'm willing to do it. But if Emiya says he doesn't think he can trust you, you hit the road and we don't see you again.
You heard the lady. What's it gonna be, kid? It's your judgment that's on the line here.
All right, fine. But on one condition. If it means that we get your help, I'll go along with trusting you. In return...
What is it you want? In return? You want to know who my master is?
Not that. We're on the same side. But you don't cozy up with Tosaka.
Huh? Oh, right, I got you. I see your point there. Yeah, kid, that's a lot more important than a little thing like who might be my master.
Is there something wrong with that? So we're clear. I'm not giving her up to you.
I got it. There will not be any poaching. Well, good for you, little lady. The kid here's been bit by the love bug.
What the hell are you babbling on about? Shiro and I are only, we're nothing but fighting partners and allies, and that's all!
Uh-huh. Are you now?
I can see in your eyes you don't believe a word I'm saying! Tell him, Shiro, go on! Tell him that's all that it is! Hey, aren't you gonna say anything to him, you big jerk? It's just the same as saying we like each other right out loud!
Like each other? Give me a break. Everyone knows you're a couple. Man, you are in for one hell of a bumpy ride, kid.
Yep, I already know that. Tosaka's a handful.
Well, in that case, I should probably be careful. That said, she is rather amusing when she's being teased. Do I have your permission to chat with her?
All right, we'll do it your way. Until Castor's taken care of, we're willing to accept help from you.
It's a deal.
Damn you. Now you pissed me off! I swear, if I have to put up with this, I'm gonna kick Castor's ass all by myself!
Shouldn't you be outside on guard?
I'm getting quite tired of the meaningless activity. Castor's eyes covered the entire church area. No reason I should stand watch.
So you are acting on your own behalf. I think Castor will find you to be a headache.
You needn't be concerned about that. I myself am under her keen, watchful eye. Any suspicious activity, and I'll be dispatched via command seal.
If you know all of that to be true, then why are you here? Don't complain if she scolds you for breaching your pact.
You're right. Well, I came here because I realized I've never had a chance to get to know you.
I am someone who could never cultivate an identity. My own desires are formless. But somehow, though I cannot explain why, I want to make that woman's wish come true for her. I believe that this is a very human desire, is it not?
You want to grant Castor's wish. You know what her goal is? To win the Holy Grail for herself and to set herself free. You accept that as a valid wish?
This is very different than a wish. It's rather a duty to be carried out in the course of daily life. Though Castor herself does not seem to realize it. She simply wants to go home. Freedom has never been her desire. It's time for the final battle. Take your post, Archer. If they have not given up the fight by now, this chance will be their last.
I agree with you. My assumption has been that they would be attacking us at dawn. I forgot to ask you something. What is it you consider right and proper?
Let's see now. That would be something that one does not ever regret having done, even if the choice to do it was wrong. I view good and evil as being equal, and I think that is the only evidence of human-like goodness you will find in me.
Hey, Lancer, you sure what your job is, right? Don't make me explain it again.
Yeah, my job is to battle Archer. If worst comes to worst, I'll deal with Saber, too. It won't be a problem keeping them busy.
Don't forget Assassin. She's got him, too. Worst case, you could wind up facing all three of them.
Yeah, that bastard is problematic. Hell, I'd rather not even face him one-on-one. But he won't be showing up at the church for this fight.
How can you be so sure of that? If Castor's not at Ryudo Temple, wouldn't she call Assassin to where she is?
It's true Castor may have summoned him to be her servant, but that puts limitations on him. For one thing, he's not able to leave the temple grounds. To hell with him. Are you really sure you can beat Castor by yourselves? You don't stand a chance in a straight magic fight.
I suppose not. Still, if I can just manage to get Castor one-on-one, I'm pretty sure I could blindside her.
That right? I see. You've got an ace up your sleeve.
Knowing you as I do, I was certain you'd show up here. So then, what little stratagem will it be? You aren't the sort who would come here without some kind of plan.
You're right. For the time being, looks like you're going to be dealing with me.
Well, I'm surprised. You have a new pact? So soon after you and I had to part ways so tragically? While I'm not one to talk, I think your fickleness is astonishing. I guess it was a good idea to have broken from you when I did.
Huh. There was always something about you that was really irritating. But this, you're rotten to the core, aren't you?
Oh, really? This is betrayal leave a bad taste in your mouth, considering it has nothing to do with you.
I don't care for the idea that servants like you exist. In fact, it really pisses me off!
Lancer,
You two go on inside. I'll join you when I've taken care of this bastard.
if you say so. But Archer
I
is-
know. I'll be sure to pull my punches. He still has to be able to get down on his hands and knees and beg you to forgive him.
Thanks, Lancer. I'm really glad that it was you who chose to help us.
Man, what a mess. Some interesting turns here, aren't there?
What are you saying, Lancer?
It's nothing. For someone like me who can't easily betray his own master, that little lady can sure stir up some interesting emotions.
Didn't know you were so soft. Do you know the expression, the grass is always greener on the other side?
Ha! Who do you think you're talking to? Like I would ever go walking on someone else's grass!
What's the matter?
I need to tell you something, okay? You see this? There's really only one of these pendants.
What do you mean?
Just one. This is the pendant that Archer brought back to me. On the same day when you were stabbed. I always assumed that he had just gone back there and retrieved it as a courtesy to me. That's all I needed to tell you, and now I'm done.
Tosaka. Let's go.
Why is Lancer helping them?
Something wrong, Castor? There's no problem here, is there?
Oh, no. Nothing important, that is. Don't give it a second thought. Nothing to worry about, I assure you.
Is that so?
Master, there's a question that I've been wanting to ask you.
Well, what is it?
It's something you said in the chapel earlier. I will be unable to fulfill my objective. You see, to the best of my knowledge, you have no desires to speak of. Desire to obtain, desire to destroy, desire to forgive. All humans have these to some degree or another, but you have never spoken of any of them. You are without desires, and yet you have an objective?
Maybe I do. In my youth, I was treated as less than human. I had no reason to doubt that I was. This belief eventually led me to take a life. The life of someone with whom I had no quarrel. I stood to gain nothing from his death. It didn't affect me whatsoever. I killed at the behest of another, like a machine designed for the purpose. It was then that I abandoned all hope of living as a human. But I don't blame my actions on my upbringing. The choice was mine alone. As you mentioned before, I have no desires for myself. Only I am responsible for the life I choose to live. However, there is one thing I feel compelled to return to its rightful place. After all this time, it's odd to have a goal beyond survival. It's a self-centered desire that benefits no one but myself. That's what it...
We need to defeat Castor before Lancer and Archer are done with their fight.
I know, but I feel weird about leaving Castor to you. You sure?
Yes, but no matter how badly she's beating me, I want you to stay out of it. You just focus on keeping Mr. Kuzuki as far away as possible.
Understood.
Now that Berserker is out of the picture, I expect that our biggest problem is going to be Goldie. But still, we can beat him as long as we take Archer and Saber back from Castor. If we do, the Holy Grail War will be over. She looks as eager to finish this as we are.
You do realize I spared your life, little girl. Have you come here only to throw it away again? What a pity.
I came to take something back, not throw it away. Beating you in the process will just be icing on the cake.
There she is.
My compliments on taming Lancer. Although you are still outnumbered. If simple arithmetic escapes you, you may be as short-sighted as a child.
You know, I've been wondering, what's the deal with that ridiculous outfit? You know, purple robes are way out of fashion. It makes you look like some kind of bumpkin. And is this really your idea of a magic workshop? It's so beyond retro, it's almost funny.
Oh, dear. Are all mages of this era foolhardy, or are you the exception? Regardless, I see why Archer deserted you.
Kuzuki can see what we're doing. He knows we're gonna try to divide and conquer. And he knows you're planning something. But he's not interfering. He's letting Castor call the shots.
Well, what do you say we get started? Let's see if the third time really is the charm. I'm getting tired of looking at your ugly face, so I'll finish you off for good this time.
How arrogant. You don't honestly think you can beat me, do you, little girl?
Oh, your parlor trick shouldn't be a problem. Not for me, at least. You're a third-rate hack on your best day. You don't stand a chance against a first-rate mage like me.
My, what insolence. I can see that you're in need of some serious discipline.
Trace on! He knows exactly what we're planning to do. I won't be able to stall for long. He's a close combat master who had Saber on the ropes. Martial arts and magic. There's no way we can win when we're outclassed in both. This fight will test how long we can stand our ground against superior opponents. I just hope we can hold off long enough for Tosaka to put her plan in motion.
I'm nothing like I was the other night, am I? Sorry I had to go easy on you that time. My stupid master put a command seal on me. I was ordered to return safely without knowing the pleasure of killing you. No such order this time, though. So I won't hold back. Prepare to die. I don't get it. It doesn't take a genius to see your skill. So why side with Castor? If you had stayed with the little lady, you know you might have actually been able to take her on.
You're still going on about that? Not quite the lecture I was expecting. I chose the path with the greater chance of success, however slight.
That's why? Now I feel stupid for even asking.
No argument here.
However, that's not the path you should have chosen. You lack pride in your sword, and that could prove fatal as a knight.
Indeed. It's true that I'm not a prideful man. But what does that matter? Does it lessen the honor of heroes? I admit you're amusing, Lancer, but success washes away dishonor. Keep your useless pride to yourself, or you can feed it to the dogs for all I care.
The only dog I see here is you.
It's true, Ku Hulon. You would be wise to cast off your hero's pride while you still can.
That may be so. You go first and I'll follow suit. You've heard of my spear's special ability, haven't you?
Of course. A cheap trick to reverse cause and effect. It's formidable, but unless you can hit me with it, it's nothing but a sharp point.
You're right. But even so, there's more than one way to wield a spear, Archer. Now accept this blow as a gift to commemorate your impending death.
I know it well. Gay Bulg, the spear whose curse brings certain death. When thrown, it is an anti-army noble phantasm. It aims for the heart, never missing its target, which means that face...
Gay Bulg!
I am the bone of my sword. Oh yes!
Son of a...
Darius deflected the blows of the hero of the Trojan War, but even it can't withstand this. That was unexpected. To think there's a spear that can penetrate the Ias. Impressive. It's even stronger than the original Gungnir.
Who the hell are you, anyway?
Just a simple bowman.
I doubt that. Would a bowman carry a shield that can take on a noble phantasm?
Yes, depending on the situation. But still, it didn't work perfectly. Even though I used up almost all my mana, I lost use of an arm, and my eyes was completely destroyed. Sad to say, that was the most powerful defense that I had in my arsenal. More importantly, have you noticed? Castor must really have her hands full. She's no longer watching us.
Oh, is that so? I had a feeling that's what you were up to. Well played. Was that your intent all along?
Yes, of course. Thought I told you. I chose the path with greater chance of success.
I truly hate your arrogant guts, you know. But my job is done.
That tremor. What was it? I see what he's doing. He's going after my swords. And I don't think rush projections and hastily made swords are going to get me very far. I've got 2 more in me, tops. All I have to do is keep Kuzuki occupied. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, no matter what it takes.
Now that was a valiant effort. I never expected such a trick from a little girl. Well done. You really are quite impressive, and so very cute. If you're only protecting yourself, you needn't use up the entire stone.
She's right. I'm being much more wasteful than usual. Caster spells cover too broad of an area. She's probably protecting Kuzuki. If I don't figure out a way to stop her, Shira will be burned to death.
Ah, still trying to protect the boy? I applaud your conviction, but how long can you last? You can't defeat me if all you can do is defend, little girl.
Only 6 gems left. 6, ein Fluss, ein Halt! 5, 3, 4. Der Riese unbefleckt nach sein Ende!
Oh, finished already? But surely you have a few more gems, yes? I recommend that you keep trying until you run out.
Those were the best chances I had. If they didn't work, it wouldn't matter if I combined 100 gems. It still wouldn't be enough.
I see. You finally understand, don't you? Try as you might, you will never be a match for me. It was quite entertaining, though. It's been some time since I last fought a magic duel. Thank you. I consider this time with you worthwhile, if just for that. What? Does the truth frustrate you? You should be proud, though. Few can say they forced me to fight in a magic duel. And now it's only a matter of time before my master puts an end to that boy. I suppose you and I should wrap this up before then, don't you think?
Now stark. Ross 2.
You're a mage, yet you deign to use your fists.
Yeah, sorry about that, but the art of self-defense is required training. For mages these days!
That's enough.
No way.
Tosaka!
It's a testament to your inexperience that even after 4 charges, you still failed to kill her.
I'm in your debt, Master. Had you not intervened, I surely would have been defeated.
Don't flatter me. You have to wake Saber quickly. We shouldn't underestimate these opponents again.
Indeed. Very wise decision, Master. I agree.
Right. But it would have been nice if you'd realized it a few seconds earlier. Now, Trace. On.
Soichiro!
Are you hurt, Master?
No.
I'm so relieved. I don't know what I would do if you died. It's a shame, though. Just when I had finally found my wish.
Do not grieve. I will fulfill your wish in your absence. I promise.
If only that were possible. After all, the wish that I speak of has been granted. This moment is what I wished for.
Archer, I had always suspected, but is it true?
Trace on. That's what he said, no question. He used the exact same words that I do.
I see we had a traitor among us. This was your plan all along, wasn't it, Archer?
That's right. My own personal take on the legend of the Trojan horse. It seemed appropriate for the demise of a Grecian heroine.
I see. Castor made a critical error allowing a man like you into her ranks.
I won't stand in your way if you choose to continue.
Wait! What are you doing? You don't have to go! Castor's gone, isn't she? There's no reason to fight anymore!
It's true. I don't have a reason to fight. I never had any interest in the Holy Grail. You and I are alike in that way.
Then why?
Because I have to finish what I started. I joined this fight without concern for good or evil, but I can't walk away until I've seen it through.
Saber.
Damn, not even close.
Archer, what are you doing? Drop the macho act, okay? Castor's already been beaten, and I've had it with all your nonsense.
I see you have, but fortunately I don't need your permission. You are not my master after all. Consider our contract terminated.
It can't be. Why are you doing this? Archer, you still want to kill Shiro, don't you?
Of course. I'll kill Shiro Emiya with my bare hands. After I was reduced to a lowly guardian. This...
How could you? Why would you do such a thing?
Do you remember what you asked me once? Well, I do. You asked if I had any pride as a hero. The answer, of course, is no. In fact, all I have left are foolish regrets. The thing is, Saber, it was a mistake to follow in the hero's path. Stand down, King of Knights, I warn you. If you try to fight without a master, you'll disappear. After all, Shiro Emiya is no longer qualified to be a master. Helping him will not get you any closer to your wish.
I promise to protect him, to be his sword in battle. And no matter what happens, I will honor my promise.
I see. Now go, you and your false master, before I change my mind. Well, well, I honestly expected you to cower a while longer.
Just shut up! You're fighting the wrong person!
Faithful copy will do the trick. However, your body can't, not with the amount of magic you would need. Using magic beyond your abilities will destroy you. Tell me something. Are you truly so foolish that you actually thought you could win? That if if you relentlessly pursued your goal, you'd eventually become the man you hope to be?
Oh, Archer.
You see, this is Shiro Emiya's limit. What a fitting end for someone so stubbornly blind to the impossible.
Hear me. My will creates your body, and your sword carves my destiny. If you heed the Grail's call, and submit yourself to my will and reason. Then answer me, and hearing your answer, I will entrust my fate to your sword!
I accept on my honor as a saber, and I take you as my master, Reen.
What now, Saber? Aligning yourself with Reen renders your pact with Shiro Emiya officially null and void.
Weren't you listening, Archer? My pledge to Shiro is unbroken. The only question that remains is what you intend to do now. You cannot defeat me as I am.
I liked you better when your mana was depleted. Its restoration has made you cocky.
It is finished, Archer. You were concerned about my condition earlier, but now the tables have turned. There is nothing left to anchor you to this world. Nothing to supply you with mana. So what can you do?
As I'm sure you well know, the Archer class has the ability of independent action. I believe I can last 2 days or so without a master. And that's all the time I need to put that boy in the ground.
Come now. I thought you had moved past that. Are you saying Shiro's death was your wish all along, and not the Grail? If that's true, your wish was a mistake, Archer.
A mistake, you say? You took the words right out of my mouth. How long will you cling to your own mistaken wish? You did leave a legacy, however. You should be proud of all you accomplished despite your limitations. I am an archer. I was never meant to fight using swords. But I'll admit that my own bow is just as much of a forgery. I will show you my true nature. It's the least I can do to repay you for what you've done. I am the bone of my sword.
Stop this, Archer! I have no wish to fight!
Unknown to death, nor known to life. Saber, someday you will meet someone who will set you free. But I have a singular purpose, and that is the death of Shiro Emiya. This blade works!
A reality marble? A forbidden spell that manifests the caster's inner world to encroach on the real one. Which means, you aren't a swordsman or a bowman, are you?
No. In life, before I became a heroic spirit, I was a mage myself.
Your noble phantasm. What is it, Archer?
I possess no sword, neither holy nor demonic. The world that you see is all that I have. If a noble phantasm is the symbol of one's heroic spirit, this reality marble, the world that you see, is all that I have. If a noble phantasm is the symbol of one's heroic spirit, this reality marble is mine. One look at a weapon and a reproduction is instantly created here. That is my ability, my power as a heroic spirit.
I see. Then, are you telling me that this barren wasteland is where you ended up in life?
Straight to the point. Would you care to test it out? I'd be happy to replicate that holy sword of yours.
My holy sword?
Yes, it would certainly result in my demise, but I could make a faithful approximation. One that would kill you, too. But I wonder, could any of the humans in the vicinity survive a clash between two holy swords?
Son of a...
Dodge if you wish, but doing so would be fatal for the person behind you.
Shiro!
If what I've learned so far about the rules of copying is true, this might actually do it. Trace screw with me! You bastard!
Archer! What are you doing?
Tosaka!
Archer, where are you taking her?
It seems I'm back to square one. This little skirmish wiped out my mana, and I'm no match for you now that you're at your best. Taking her is my insurance policy. If you value your master's life, I suggest you stay out of this. Don't come between me and that boy's...
Meet me out in the forest.
What's that?
There's a castle where nobody lives anymore.
Shiro.
You've got a problem with me, right? We can talk all about it there. Because believe it or not, I've got a problem with you too!
I suppose we wouldn't be interrupted there. I admire your resolve, Shiro Emiya.
Shut up! If you even lay a finger on Tosaka, I'll kill you!
I will guarantee her safety for 1 day, but don't dawdle. Without a master, I myself won't last much longer than 2. If I haven't managed to kill you by then, I might have to start dismembering my hostage out of spite.
Shiro! This is reckless. You are not ready. Even you cannot cast the same projections as Archer.
Saber, I'm sorry. I let her get captured.
At the moment, you are in far more danger than she is. Leave Rain to me. You should go home and try to rest.
I take it everything is over, kid? Not bad.
Put down your sword, Saber. It's fine. Lancer helped us. He's on our side.
What? Are you telling me that Lancer actually assisted you?
Yeah, he did. So for now, try not to fight him, okay?
Explain yourself. Why would you give aid to Shiro and Rin? Do you have some ulterior motive?
Huh? Of course I have an ulterior motive. I wouldn't have helped if I didn't expect something in return.
I see. Then you must have what you were after. So be gone. I have no reason to fight with you now.
Hey, kid. You don't look like everything went as planned. What happened in there?
It's not good. Archer took Tosaka hostage.
This hill is his whole world. His eternal reward for a lifetime of helping people. The end of the line. He seemed to embrace this world, dying with a satisfied smile across his lips. Seriously, how stupid is that? Anyway, that made me really furious. He worked ceaselessly, striving for greatness beyond his nature, finally buying this miracle with his blood. This victory should have brought him happiness. If he brings happiness to many people, then surely his own happiness will at least equal what he brought to others. In fact, it may even surpass it. But alas, that was not the reward he received. Instead, he was given a cruel fate, one in which he was exploited as a guardian long after his death. Why didn't I put it all together before now? Servants can be summoned from any age without exception. Heroic spirits can be called upon from the past, the present, or even from some far-off unrealized future. There is no law, no rule that states a servant cannot be summoned to the time and place in which he once lived. Just thinking about it is frustrating. I mean, neither one can be saved. Not the one looking back on his past, nor the one looking to his future. All he can do is grieve for what will inevitably happen to him. I already know what becomes of the fool who tries to live his life in service to others. He sacrificed everything, even his own afterlife. Death could not prevent him from helping others. It was more than he'd ever dreamed of. He was helpless in life because he was weak, but so convinced was he that he could avert any tragedy as a heroic spirit, that he sold away the peace death would have granted him. He believed he could save thousands of lives, tens of thousands. But soon, even that hope was betrayed. Only one thing can be said of him. His life, such as it was, brought him constant betrayal. And in the end, he was betrayed even by the one ideal he had believed in. What are you trying to pull, Archer? You know Shiro would come anyway, whether I was here or not. You of all people should have realized that.
Maybe so. But it would be inconvenient for you to be there when he does.
I see. So you intend to kill Shiro no matter what, is that right?
Right. Anybody that naive should be put down before it's too late.
I know how naive he can be. I've seen it firsthand many times. But that's part of his charm. It's what makes him the sweet, kind-hearted person he is. And I want him to stay that way. It's comforting to know that someone like him can exist. But what about you, Archer? After all the things you've done, you suddenly think it's wrong to wave one's idealism in people's faces? Over and over again, you fought for others. Over and over, you were betrayed. Over and over, you were forced to clean up messes humans made. Is that it? Is that what made you just give up on humanity? Huh? Answer me! I am the bone of my sword. The incantation you were given, the day that you became a heroic spirit. Even a curse should never be that cruel. I don't agree with a single thing that's happened in your life. Not the messed up way you live, not the people who didn't help you when you needed it. And I don't know what to do with all that. But I can't agree with it.
Well, well. What a surprise. I was skeptical at first, but here you are, in the flesh.
Shinji?
A guest? I came here because I thought we wouldn't be interrupted.
Easy now. Don't go pulling any of your famous funny business. I didn't come all the way here for you. Fair warning, though. Thinking you can take me on would be the last mistake you'd ever make. You're scared, aren't you? Well, this guy's a servant who did away with Berserker without even breaking a sweat. I guess I'd be pretty scared too if I were you.
You want Reen, is that it?
Huh? Yeah, of course I do.
Then you'll wait until my business is done. You can have her once I finish with Shiro Emiya. If you refuse, I'll be forced to eliminate both you and your servant.
Will you?
Now hold on, Gilgamesh. It's all right. Let's take Archer here at his word. You and I will stay here and keep Tosaka safe until he's taken care of Emiya. Oh, guess that means she's already as good as mine. And if she's mine, I can do what I want to her.
She will remain unharmed for now, as per my agreement with Shiro. But that will expire at dawn. When day breaks, you are free to do with her as you will.
Did you hear that, Tosaka? Your devoted servant just sold his own master down the river.
Faker.
Are you awake? Good morning.
Hey, my headache's finally gone, and so's the fatigue. My mana's still pretty low, but I don't think my magic circuits are burned out, so that's good.
Shiro, Reen is my master now, and rescuing her is my sacred duty. I will stop Archer myself. As for you...
You've got it backwards. Just leave Archer to me.
You cannot do that, Shiro. After all, Archer is...
Yeah, I know. I've probably known since we met, so you don't have to explain it to me. And that's why he has to pay for his actions. I've got to end this. Even if it kills me, it has to stop. So please, let me fight Archer. And when I do, I want you to stay out of it no matter what.
If that is truly what you want, I will abide by your request. I swore an oath that my body would be your shield. But I will observe until the fight is decided.
Thank you. I mean it. You do have better things to do, don't you?
I've changed my mind. The little lady's in trouble, right? Maybe I should tag along for a while. I'd sleep easier that way.
What did you and Reen do to secure his allegiance? What manner of spell did you use?
I'll do it. If it means no one has...
You sure took your time getting here, Shiro Emiya.
Yeah, I finally understand. There's no way there were two of those pendants. Originally,
That's right. You see, after your life was spared, you carried it for the rest of your life. A unique memento that belonged to Rin Tosaka's father. A heroic spirit cannot be summoned without a catalyst, but Rin Tosaka didn't have one to use in the invocation. That's why she assumed, wrongly of course, that she had summoned a servant at random. But no heroic spirit is ever called upon by chance. A link must exist between the summoner and the spirit.
But wait, if Rin had no catalyst herself, then...
Yes, that piece of the puzzle was provided by the heroic spirit being summoned, and not the summoner.
Where heroic spirits are held, time does not exist. Those from the past are no different from those yet to come. Which means...
Right. It means it's quite possible to summon a heroic spirit from the future.
Archer, where is Tosaka?
I gave her to Shinji Mato when he stopped by.
You did what?
Take it easy, kid. Just leave the little lady to me.
Are you sure?
Those are the Master's orders. The only reason I've been working with you this whole time was to keep her alive. But I have to admit, it's actually been kind of nice. I rarely enjoy the tasks I'm given. This was an exception. So why don't you let me look after her for now? Once this is over, you and I can go back to being enemies.
Take care of Tosaka.
Sure thing.
Lancer, I shall remain here for the time being.
Seriously? But the little lady is your master now.
I know that. However, I choose to stay and bear witness to this battle.
Is that so? Have it your way.
Bear witness, huh? That's good to hear. I wouldn't want you interfering. If you did, I'd have severed my contract with Rin for nothing.
No. No matter what happens, I will not stand between you and Shiro. In exchange for this, answer me. Why exactly is killing him so important to you?
I'm surprised you even have to ask. Neither of us can accept each other as we are. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's as simple as that.
That cannot be true. You are the very embodiment of the ideals and dreams of Shiro Emiya. You are both the same. How can you reject yourself?
Unlike you, I didn't become a heroic spirit entirely on my own merits. I simply traded one afterlife for another. I'm a guardian, nothing more.
A guardian?
Now go.
Ooh, you look so scary. You may want to be nice to me for a change. Know what I mean? Or have you not yet realized the position you're in?
Yeah, well, look who's talking. It's you who's in for a rude awakening.
Oh, drop the tough act, would you? It's pathetic.
You're hopeless. I should have known you had a thick skull.
Ah, there. You're giving up, aren't you? So does that mean that you finally come around? You've accepted that you're mine? Damn, nothing hotter than a pair of perfectly toned legs. That'll make torturing you all the sweeter. Ow!
Really sorry about that. I meant to say stop, but I punched you instead.
Lancer?
Hey.
What are you doing here?
Save your breath. Let's focus on getting you free. Then you can do what you want. Stop those idiots from fighting or just sneak out and go home. All the same to me.
Lancer, look out!
Who's there?
That's quite enough, Lancer. I instructed you to work with them. But I did not tell you to care about them.
Kiri, you're...
A guardian? But then you're supposed to be protecting humanity by serving as a deterrent force. And if that is the case, you are a heroic spirit.
That's where you're wrong, Saber. Guardians don't protect humanity. They're just here to clean up the mess.
But Archer...
I did become a hero. In fact, I became a hero of justice, the kind Shiro Emiya always wanted to be.
A hero of justice?
Yes, and that's what opened my eyes to the fatal error of this failed reality. The fact of the matter is, that man's life is worthless.
A life with no value.
None. I'm sure you understand. You of all people know what it's like to want to change the past. Take back the choices you've made.
Saber?
What? Do you mean to tell me that you never asked her what her wish was? Why she wants the Holy Grail so badly that she would submit to this pointless bloodbath? Allow me to fill you in. You see, she's...
Enough! Shiro. I did want the Grail. It alone could grant me my wish. The chance to undo a decision I made. To undo that mistake. To alter the course that led Britain to ruin. I could not die. Not yet, at least. That is why I need to win the Grail. I failed to reach my ideals, and I should never have become king. But you are different. For you are Shiro Emiya's ideals. You represent their realization.
Is that what you think I am? Indeed, I became the so-called hero of justice I had longed for. But all I got in return was a life of regrets. In life, I allied with a deterrent force. In death, I became the deterrent force as a guardian of humanity, challenging those who disrupted the balance of the world. I did whatever I was ordered to do. I killed, and I killed. I killed without ceasing. I killed until I finally stopped caring. Every life I took meant thousands more would survive. I fought over and over, whenever I was needed. Again, and again, and again. Before long, I learned that no matter how many lives I took, there would always be more. I was not so naive as to try and achieve a world without any fighting. What I truly wanted was a world without tears. The kind of world in which no one I knew ever had cause to cry. And that's when it hit me. The dream that Shiro Emiya had for this world was nothing more than shallow idealism.
How can you say that?
Because it's impossible to save everyone. You might save many, but you leave the few to die. There's no way around it. But I don't have to tell you that, do I, Saber? I found those whose happiness was destined to die, and bestowed that honor on them instead. That's what a hero does. The ideal he holds true is mercy incarnate. Isn't that the point, after all? To save as many people as possible? So there you have it. I'd kill one to save many, just like any hero of justice would do. But even though I said I wanted to forge a world without tears, I brought more than my share of despair and suffering. That is who I am. The heroic spirit, Emiya. Do you see it now? Why the world would be so much better off without him in it? Now kill yourself, Shiro Emiya.
I thought my master was bound to the shadows, never to show his face.
I have no such policy. But I am a bit worried. You're disobeying orders, Lancer. I seem to recall telling you to terminate Archer.
Yeah, well, Archer can do away with himself. What I want to know is, did you put the kid up to this?
My motives aren't so sinister. It's only a simple business arrangement. Only one will win the Holy Grail. We came to a mutual understanding.
Yeah. Something told me I wasn't going to be rid of you that easily. And now you team up with someone like Shinji? I mean, what's the point?
You actually believe he's perfectly harmless. You never change, do you? Not even in a situation like this. That you were such a promising student makes this all the more regrettable.
Hold on, Kotomine. That talk about how you wanted to rescue your pupil? You're saying that was a lie?
It certainly was not. I've invested a great amount of time nurturing this little pawn, an undertaking that has required a decade of deceit, so I'm not about to let her be stripped from me so easily. That is why I entrusted her to you. For insurance, you see.
Counterfeit priest. You can play or you can referee, but you can't do both. That is so against the rules.
And yet you don't seem to be at all surprised, Reen. Perhaps you were already suspicious of me.
Of course I was. That said, it never occurred to me that I'd been tricked from the beginning.
From the beginning, you say?
Yeah, so?
Well, when you use a phrase like from the beginning, I have to wonder if you realize when that was.
Wait, what are you?
It's possible you're referring to the beginning of the current Grail War. Or maybe you mean the beginning of the previous war. You'll have to forgive me. I don't suppose it really matters.
I get it. That's what this is all about. You killed my father.
Of course it was me. He was my beloved teacher. Ambushing him was child's play.
What's wrong? Now that you know what you are, why hesitate?
Archer, I do not think you betrayed your ideals. Could it be that you have been betrayed by the very ideals you meant to protect? If that were not so, you'd never consider atoning for your sins by ending your life.
Oh, you can't be serious. Atone for my sins? Really? Don't be foolish, Saber. You're right. I have been betrayed before, countless times. I was always willing to lay down my life for others. No one understands a man like that. In the end, I was framed as the mastermind of the conflict and executed.
But that can't be. That is how you died?
So if I had any sins to speak of, I fully atoned for them in that moment. I never asked them for their gratitude. I didn't want any. Nor did I wish to be lionized as a hero. After all, what I really wanted was for everyone to be happy. But even that simple desire was denied me, in life, as well as death. I knew that Guardians were essentially automatic defense mechanisms. And that those who become Guardians after life are removed from the cycle of life and death. They become mere tools to protect humanity. Still, I thought that if, as a Guardian, I could save someone who needed help, it would be worth it. But I couldn't have been more wrong.
Bastard! I hope you get lost in the afterlife! Even hell would be too good for you, you monster! Same with purgatory. You'd probably get passed around to all the other sickos! You're not fit for heaven either! They'd never take a eunuch like you! You'd have to sleep outside on a bed of thorns!
Kotomine, I hope you haven't forgotten that you said I could have Tosaka. It's not like she would be much use to you or Archer.
Oh no, I'm not done with her yet. Because I require her to become the Holy Grail for me.
Huh?
Once Archer and Saber are gone from here, the time will finally be ripe. But until that happens, I do not want her wearing herself out. And that means we should conclude this business quickly. Lancer, dispose of the trash. The vessel has no use for a heart.
Guardians do not save humans. They only clean up after humanity's messes. The only use for their power is to negate what's already happened and sweep away the bad energy created by humans. They are butchers bent on killing anyone who threatens humanity, without regard for whether they're good or evil. It's almost funny, isn't it? It's no different from when I was completely powerless.
You wished to save many lives. Did you? Throughout your existence, did your wish even once come to fruition?
No, not once. I mercilessly disposed of the very people I had dedicated myself to save. All because of my stupid ideal of becoming a hero of justice. I'm sick of cleaning up after humanity, but as a heroic spirit, I'm cursed to do exactly that for eternity. I don't belong to this existence, and I know the only way to make myself disappear.
If you kill one who is destined to become a hero, then that hero will never be born. Is that what you think?
I've waited patiently for that opportunity, hoping that someday my chance would come.
It will not work, Archer. You are a Guardian. The die is already cast. You are exempt from the bounds of time. Even if you do eliminate this Shiro, you will still not disappear.
Maybe not. And yet, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. That's why I'll destroy not only his flesh, I will also kill his spirit. At the very least, the hero of justice is a mistake that will never appear in this world again. What's the matter, Shiro? If my existence offends you, kill yourself now and put an end to it!
Shiro!
Something wrong, Lancer? Your target is just a child. Killing her should be quite easy.
I won't do it. I cannot obey this time.
You won't?
The only way I'll kill that girl is if you use a command seal on me.
Very well. You leave me no choice. I hereby order you by command seal.
I'm sorry, Emiya. It looks like you'll have to fight the war without me.
Now kill yourself, Lancer.
Archer, do you have any regrets?
Of course I do.
Well, there you have it. We aren't anything alike.
What?
Because no matter what happens to me, I won't regret a thing. That is the reason that I can never accept you. If you really are my ideal, then it's up to me to correct the mistakes you tarnished it with, and start over again.
That kind of thinking is where this all began. Before long, you'll wake up and find you've become me.
No way that's ever gonna happen.
Maybe not. You may yet escape that fate. But if you refuse to run, I'm afraid you have no future at all.
Archer!
Saber, it's okay. Thank you. But I still want you to stay out of this. This is my fight, and I have to finish it. Trace!
On. Do you think you can keep up with my blade works? If your precision is even slightly off, remember that it will mean your death.
He's running out of mana.
Don't get your hopes up. I have the lifespan of the archer class, but even if it reaches its limit, this boy is still no match for me in combat. Not by a long shot. Shiro Emiya, you are going to die here no matter what.
Now, Rin, in a moment I'm going to relieve you of your heart.
Hey, hold on just a second here. That wasn't the deal. You told me I could have Tosaka, remember? You can't! She's mine, it's final!
Do you have any last words before we settle the business at hand? A final request, perhaps?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm thinking right now. You know me too well for that.
Very true. I've become quite familiar with your tenacity. At the same time, I also know that you are a person who accepts reality when it cannot be altered. I'm impressed. I find that contradiction to be most exquisite.
But how did you? I hate to break it to you, Kotomine. But if a scratch like that did me in, I wouldn't be much of a hero now, would I? Damn it. So this is how it all ends. Pathetic.
What's with the Holy Grail will be mine bullshit? You always were pretty useless, weren't you? Right, holy man? But I'm okay with it. I'm not complaining. I'm not the kind of person who holds a grudge. Besides, I suppose it's kind of lame to complain to a dead man, right? But it's worse to keep a lady waiting. No more distractions. We finally got a little privacy. I worked so hard to make this happen. Can't have you dying that easily. I mean, it wouldn't be fair. Not after I've been so patient. I'm so close to having a Holy Grail, I can taste it. It isn't too late, you know. You can still agree to be mine forever. Just say yes and you can have your share.
What an idiot.
Huh?
You still haven't learned anything, have you?
Don't you get it? It's not too late. Not for you. Get out of here, you idiot. You'll die if you stay, so go.
Come on, Tosaka. Grovel for me. If I like what I hear, then I might even let you live.
Damn, you're beyond saving, aren't you? Look, I'll warn you one more time. Run away while you still can.
What in the hell are you even talking about? I don't see anyone here who can stop me, do you?
Douchebag. Don't you ever touch her with your friggin' dirty hands again.
The hell? Shouldn't you be dying right now instead of offering up opinions? Screw you! I'll make sure your death is a painful one. You hear that, Gilgamesh? This guy says he wants to die like a hero, so help him out! Hey, What's going on? Why isn't he coming? Aren't you listening? Get your ass over here and help me!
Damn it. That kid made me waste my energy.
Thanks. You saved my life.
I figured I might as well. No thanks necessary, little lady.
Lancer!
Damn it.
You thought your own projections were on par with mine? You might be able to mimic the designs and materials, but they're worthless if your configurations are poor.
Shut up!
Now I see why you're so persistent. I've heard of magecraft that allows mastery of old skills, by evoking them from a previous life and letting them possess you. Your skill keeps improving, every time you and I cross swords and fight.
Is that what you think? Guess that makes both of us copycats. You keep acting cool. It'll give me more time to catch up to you.
Catch up to me? You're an optimistic fool. You have no idea how wrong you are.
Explain it to me.
No matter how strong you get or what skills you draw on, you have no chance of winning.
So that's it. That's how his life ended. I don't pity him. I don't pity him. I don't pity him. Still, if this is really the path I'm heading down, my heart's gonna shatter. Everything you believed in, what you still believe in, I see for myself now how all of these are nothing but a dream covered with lies.
Shiro!
Feeling ill? Judging by the expression on your face, I guess you're about to vomit. You saw it, didn't you? That simplifies things. Everything you saw is true, Shiro Emiya. That's what catching up to me means. See it again for yourself. The world I ended up in. I am the bone of my sword, unknown to death, nor known to life. Unlimited blade works!
Don't worry. I've gotten rather used to this. It's the fate of being a hero. Sacrificing your life to follow some stupid order. Ah, well. I guess we both ended up with crappy partners, huh?
You're right. But mine wasn't crappy exactly. More like completely unmanageable.
You're not kidding. Most humans are a pain in the ass on the best of days. But that guy's really going for the gold. Too much for even you to handle.
Yeah, but it made me try harder. For as long as Archer acted as my servant, I swore I would only do what I truly believed in, despite the consequences. I hate to say it, but I don't think I can save him. Because I think he's right. His choices, even his regrets, they're all justified. It makes me feel so callous to think that way, and it makes me angry at myself. That's why all I can really do is pursue my own goals. I need to keep fighting for what I believe in, just like a certain someone that we both know. And besides, what else can I do? I've got to repay him, and I can't think of a better way to do it.
Ah, jeez. Things might have been different if I'd had the chance to partner up with a woman like you. But I never did have much luck finding good women. Damn. I guess that'll never change, no matter how many times I try. Well, you better get going. I'll take him with me.
Goodbye, Lancer. I didn't know you very long, but you make me wish that I had.
Silly girl. Come find me again when you're older. A fool who knows his dreams are unattainable but comes anyway. A fraud without a will of his own who's wasted his life on a ridiculous ideal. Can you finally admit that's who you truly are? Saving people just because you want to is both selfish and misguided. You're a defect of humanity. You should never have existed in the first place. There's no point in a life like yours. You know that I'm your ideal, and you should know now that your dream never comes true. I see. I suppose it's only natural for you to deny me. As the ideal of Shiro Emiya, I'm the only person you can never bring yourself to accept. Now tell me, knowing what you know, do you honestly want to be a hero of justice?
I've already told you that. It isn't that I want to become one. It's that I will become one no matter what!
You're right. You must become one no matter what. You are Shiro Emiya, and it's the only thing you've ever been passionate about. Even though you know that the heart of a hero of justice simply isn't in you. There, you see, your reaction tells me that you've always suspected it yourself. Memories of my past faded long ago, but there's still one sight that stayed with me all this time. The flames, and the pervasive stench of death, wishing for help when there was none, what I felt when the wish was granted. But most of all, I remember the look of relief on Kiritsugu Emiya's face when he saved me. That is where your dream began. It was some time before you finally felt gratitude for being saved. You adored Kiritsugu Emiya, that's all. And because of him, because you saw how happy he was when he saved you, you began to think you could have the same thing.
He's right. It wasn't me who was saved that day. A massive blaze that left no survivors. A child who should have been beyond saving, and the man who stumbled across him. To tell the truth, I don't know which one was the real miracle.
Children will often idolize their parents. But when he died, a curse was your inheritance. At that moment, that man left you no choice but to become a hero. The ideal right.
You're wrong.
Hero of justice. That's right. You couldn't help but admire the beauty in your father's dream of helping others. That's why you never developed any real passions of your own. If that isn't hypocrisy, then what is? You're driven by this ridiculous obsession with sacrificing yourself for the sake of others. Blind to your own arrogance.
No!
But in the end, you're a fraud. And your hypocrisy can't save anyone. How could you when you never knew who you should save to begin with? And look, this is the result. You could never be a savior. You never had anything to save. You became the embodiment of justice. And justice can be cruel. Your ideals are falling apart. Maybe other people aren't more important than you are. It's dawning on you that a world where everyone is happy is just a fairy tale. And if you can't live without that dream, let it drag you down and drown you.
It's true. What he said was mostly right. But I couldn't help thinking there was something he missed. I saw hell. I saw hell. I saw hell. I saw the hell that would someday be mine. You were right. At least, I think you were.
But I didn't live wisely.
It seems to me like you've lost a lot of things.
You've got it all wrong. I'm here because I tried not to lose anything. And I didn't. Not one thing. No. Come to think of it, there is one thing. Something I forgot.
I saw the hell that led to all the others. Hey, you know that's hell you're walking into. surviving that hell. Why were we spared?
Hey, you know that's hell you're walking into.
This is the one thing you'd forgotten. At first, it was just admiration. But it was admiration built on a dream. The dream that this hell could be undone. The unfulfilled dream of a man who wasn't capable of helping anyone, no matter how hard he tried. And it cost him everything.
Is that the life you want? The hollow life of a machine?
Yeah, I do. Even if it's a life dripping with hypocrisy. I'll try to be the hero of justice the world needs.
I see. You're scabbard. The link to Saber that Kiritsugu implanted in us. To save our life. Not an ancient relic, or something that had to be summoned. Though the pact is severed, its protection still remains.
I am.
You wouldn't.
The bone of my sword. I can't lose. Not to you. I'm not afraid of losing. But there's no way I'm gonna lose to myself.
You're finally standing on the threshold. But what good will it do you? I'm certain you've noticed by now. Your skill and mine are worlds apart.
My belief may have been defeated, but my arms and legs still work. I honestly believed you were right, but now I know that isn't true.
What?
I see that being right is the only thing you actually care about. Well, none of that matters to me. I'll become a hero of justice. And just as you can't accept me, I'll use every ounce of my strength to defeat the part of me that's you!
Pathetic. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic! I can't even stand to look at you. Do you realize how stupid this is? Do you? You, a hero of justice? That's really what you want? You know how absurd that is, so why can't you admit you're wrong? True justice is the result of order. Salvation for all is totally different from your own salvation. Not only that, they're completely incompatible. The more you strive for the total salvation of all, the more you'll be consumed by your own contradiction. You'll end up a mere murderer. If you can't see that, then die. Be crushed alongside your precious ideals, burnt out without ever achieving them. If you die, a mistake such as myself will vanish into the mist. I will wipe out every trace of your life with my own two hands. This I swear!
They're beginning to mesh. If this keeps up, Jiro is certain to catch up to him.
invested in something crucial, and I can't accept that. No, I'll finish this. He's already dead on his feet. This is it. How can I be so foolish? How many times do I have to see it end like this? He'll never give up. He'll never reach his limit. In fact, he's long since surpassed it. He's completely obsessed with taking down his opponent. But it's not me that he's trying to kill anymore. I know it. I know that ragged look of his. It's all too familiar. I recognize the man as well. One whose spirit has never been broken. Who's never been beaten and never succumbed. Though the weight of it threatened to crush him, he never lost his dream of saving everyone and insisted on carrying the burden alone. I know this man. If only there was a way. If only he could save everyone who suffered, he thought. He might find a purpose for his miserable existence.
Shiro is attempting to slay the part of himself that would block the path to his ideals. To stay true to what he has always believed in, what he will continue to believe in. And Archer is attempting to undo the self that gave rise to what he has become. To erase the mistakes that he is doomed to someday repeat. Once, I had two paths. Both were correct. Both of them had merit. But the outcome of the one I chose was not what I had hoped for. If I was left filled with regret, even then, as long as I could achieve my ideals.
He knows he can't win. He knows this fight is meaningless, yet he remains defiant. The very mistake I once made myself. Still he fights. Why? In the end, it doesn't matter. Your hope will someday betray you, as mine did. That's too bad. Your spirit outlasted your mana. Now it's the only weapon you have. In any event, the Battle of Shiro Emiya is about to end.
Yeah, I get it, you're right. My wish really is fake. But there's something beautiful about it. Putting others before myself is hypocritical. I understand that. Still, I couldn't help but admire the idea. I thought how great it would be if I could live like that. Even if my life was a sham, there was still beauty in that wish. In doing whatever I could to make others happy. I won't let that go. Even if it is foolish, I won't give it up. I don't care what you say. I don't care if I'm a fraud or a hypocrite. Because I know my dream's not a mistake!
Go to hell!
It's not. It's not. My dream! Hey! I'll become a hero for you. Just leave it to me. I'll make your dream come true.
This is cruel. Forcing me to look into an old mirror. There really was such a man once. There really was such a man once.
It's over, Archer. I've won.
Yes, I've suffered defeat once again.
Shiro! Archer! Are you okay? Archer, you look terrible. What happened?
I guess I'm too sentimental. If she had only been a little more callous, I never would have reverted to my old self. Either way, the matter is settled. And now that I've acknowledged him, the hero can't remain here, not any longer. The defeated should take their leave immediately.
No, wait!
Archer!
That was most entertaining. A pointless fight between two utterly fake people.
But how? It can't be!
How long has it been, Saber? 10 years? Well then, do you finally understand? That is the weight of the genuine article. Imitate the shape and power all you like, but they're still just imitations. It makes me sick to see careless forgeries crafted by fakes. Scum. Frauds who are only poor imitations of others should be destroyed, incinerated like the trash they are.
It's up to you to defeat him.
Who knew he had it in him to save someone else?
Why, you... Who the hell said you could lay a finger on my Archer, you bastard?
I'd meant to start by putting an end to that one's suffering. But someone else wishes to die first, I see.
Rean, get back. Tell me, how are you still here? And why?
I thought it was obvious. After the last war had drawn to a close, I chose to remain in this world instead of disappearing.
That is impossible.
I am the only servant who bathed in the Grail, you see. I first donned my physical form in this time 10 long years ago. And for that, I have you to thank, Saber. Because of you, I came to know its true nature better than anyone. For as its innards were strewn across my body, I caught a glimpse of what lay within. And that's when I made a decision. That I alone would be the wielder of the Grail.
The wielder of the Grail? You jest.
Not at all. It's the ritual that summons the Grail that's a sick joke. A life-or-death battle royale between 7 masters. A twisted tournament where only the last master standing wins the Grail. All of that nonsense is just a front. You see, in reality, the Grail has been here all along. Before each war, they prepare the Grail, and only then do they summon the 7 servants. Do you see, King of Knights? What they required was not the Grail itself, but rather what goes inside of it. Those mages did create the Grail, that much is true, but what they could not do was fill it. In the end, they finally decided to summon the contents, by deceiving the masters and servants. After all, it isn't like they knew any better. It looks like you're finally beginning to understand. Good. They sought only the purest mana to fill the Grail. Only the mightiest souls would do. So they scoured the earth for the finest specimens of humanity.
That's impossible. That cannot be true.
The more sacrifices, the better the outcome. If the souls of 6 servants were fed into it, the result would approach complete omnipotence. The mages would have access to an almost inexhaustible source of mana.
If that is true, that means only a master can wield the Grail after all. If the Grail really is a repository of pure mana, only a mage could make use of it.
Well, things of that nature hold no interest for me. I'm far more concerned with the Grail's ability to act as a whole.
What do you mean, a whole?
Think back to 10 years ago. When I was only a step away from finally claiming the Grail, you intervened and stopped me, cleaving the Grail in half with your holy sword.
Really? Saber, you destroyed the Grail?
What flowed from the pieces became a massive flame that engulfed the entire city. I was directly beneath it at the time, so naturally my body was doused in the torrent. It was then that I learned the Grail's true nature. And it was rubbish. Yet even rubbish has its uses. It was a weapon unlike any other, one perfectly tailored to killing.
Weapon? The Holy Grail that servants brought into the world is a weapon? You lie!
Servants are weapons by our very nature. This brings that nature to its logical conclusion. The Holy Grail is a gateway to hell, waiting to unleash billions of curses the moment it's opened. What? Didn't Kotomine tell you? It was a grail that had already been polluted. A chalice of greed that you humans allowed to descend upon the earth. One of the greatest evils that mankind has ever wrought. Born to curse and kill their own.
Then, what is it you are after? Could it be?
Yes. The eradication of humans in this era. Though it may have its moments, this world is utterly beyond redemption. It's populated with mongrels enjoying their lives, which is an affront to the king.
Wait, an affront to the king? What are you talking about? What's the point of being king if you eradicate all your subjects?
If humanity dies out, then so be it. If they vanish as a result of their own sins, their lives had no value to begin with. I have no concern for the mongrels of mankind. That is reserved for the humans who have the wherewithal to survive that hell, for they alone will be worthy of my rule. Those who died last time failed to live up to my standards. If they can't even withstand a little fire, then the humans of this era are too delicate. I really don't care what those who created the Grail intended, but it certainly is useful. A death sentence that falls on all humans without prejudice. A darkness created by man and designed for his own destruction. A faithful hound entirely capable of performing a task I should really take on myself. Let's pick up where we left off last war. I recall that we were interrupted by a mongrel, but no such interruption today. Although we do have a fake of even lesser quality here in our midst, nevertheless.
It's up to you to defeat him. Why did he say that? What did he mean?
Well, no matter. I've slain my real target, so I suppose we can call it a day. I wouldn't want to get soot all over me, which should give you some indication of how worthless you are. But I wouldn't dawdle if I were you. It won't be long before I produce the Grail and open a hole leading straight to hell. If you wish to recover it, Saber, act now. This time the Grail is mostly an afterthought, riddled with defects. So be quick about it, or its contents will drain out completely.
Ah, damn it! Why does everybody keep getting in my damn way? Hey, you!
Well, it looks like you're injured. Excellent work as usual.
Oh, yeah? And whose fault do you think that is, huh? If you weren't a useless dumbass, Lancer wouldn't have stabbed me in the chest!
I was wondering why the girl was still alive, but that explains it. And what about the priest?
Kotomine is dead and gone! And Tosaka just slipped through my fingers, all because of you and that stupid priest!
Yes, well, a pity, isn't it?
Yeah, you bet your ass! You told me we needed her. We couldn't get our hands on the Grail without her.
Calm down. I can produce the Grail.
But how's that? Even if you do have the Grail, you still have to provide a vessel. The priest said that was the only way. He said it requires a sacrifice. He said it wouldn't work without one.
That won't be a problem. Any master can be an anchor, and we happen to have one right here, don't we? You wanted to possess the Grail? Happy to give it to you. When something's important, you should keep it close to you always. Not a pretty picture, is it? Still, it doesn't make it any less delicious. At least someone such as yourself will spew forth a fine mud indeed. I can't wait.
No, it hurts! It really hurts! Help me! Help me! No, please don't go! Help me!
I've decided. I'm going to avenge Archer's death. In spite of everything. He was my partner and my ally.
I agree. I've decided that I'm going to fight. I've got to see this through to the end. If not, he'll probably come back and shoot me out. Plus, we can't leave the Grail like that. We have to go destroy it.
Yes, I understand. A thing that gathers the wishes of all, but in truth will grant only a single one of those wishes, should not exist in the first place.
Yeah, you're right.
What about you, Reen? Are you sure? Isn't the Grail the Tosaka family dream?
That is true, but I don't want some monkey's paw of a weapon. It's not like I had a wish I wanted granted anyway. Actually, I'd really enjoy smashing it.
Huh?
I didn't get into the Holy Grail War for the rewards. I just wanted to win it so that I could hold my head high for all of the Tosakas.
I see. Sounds just like you.
What do you mean it sounds just like me? Anyway, we're counting our chickens before they're even hatched.
All right then.
Shiro?
What?
Well, I thought I'd get us all something to eat. By now you must be feeling hungry. An army moves on its stomach, right? While we're putting food in ours, let's talk about how we're gonna go at this.
Yes, you have a point. Let's have dinner just as we always do. I'd say that sounds like the best strategy.
Guess you're right. So, maybe I can help out a little.
The Holy Grail is at Ryudo Temple?
Yes. There are 3 places in town where the Grail can be evoked. The first is my home, then Kirai's Church, and Ryudo Temple on Mount Enzo. I sent familiars to each of them, but the one up at the temple got smashed. I know it was Goldie. I'm sure he's setting up some fortifications there.
But that means Issei and the others are in danger.
Here, look at this.
Everyone living there was taken away in an ambulance?
Right. This means he got rid of any troublesome witnesses. Shinji's idea, no doubt. Exactly what the little coward would do, but it helped us this time.
Possibly, but Ryudo Temple is problematic. There's an anti-spirit barrier. Servants can only get into the temple through the main gate.
But that's good for us, because we know exactly where he'll be. And our first priority is to stop the summoning of the Grail. Saber takes the main gate, and while she keeps him busy out in the front of the temple, we'll be climbing the mountain from the other side, sneaking in and destroying the Grail.
Hang on. The only one who can destroy the Grail is Saber, so how's that gonna work?
You're right. Okay, maybe we won't be able to destroy the Grail once it's been summoned, but I know we can completely destroy its vessel before that happens. Basically, what we're going to do is shut down the Grail before it's activated.
What do you mean?
Look, from what we've learned so far, the Holy Grail is probably Eliasveel's heart. I think that the Holy Grail is the combination of her magic circuits and her heart. There's no way Goldie was going to stand for Eliasveel becoming the Grail, so he ripped out her heart to make the core. But that means, to make it function as the Grail, he's got to put it inside the body of another mage. Since the 2 of us are safe here, he's only got one possible choice.
You mean Shinji? But he's not able to...
The Mato bloodline is gone, but he still has latent magic circuits. Eliasveel's heart is strong, enough to force open even atrophied circuits.
And that means we have to track Shinji down and get to him first.
So then, I'll need to keep Gilgamesh distracted, until you 2 manage to stop the Grail.
Right. And just as soon as we stop the Grail, we'll come back and join you.
No, come on, that's crazy. Saber doesn't stand a chance against him.
On what do you base that assessment? Shiro?
Well, there's no way he could possibly hold a candle to you with a sword. But even the strongest warrior can't fight against war itself. He's that kind of heroic spirit. You will fall, unless you also become war too.
So what you were telling me is that he and I cannot have a fair fight?
And that's the reason. We can't have Saber fight him without a solid strategy. She needs an advantage on her side.
Since his noble phantasm is the very embodiment of war itself, and he's a servant who specialized in killing heroic spirits, if you're going to beat him, your armory has to be just as stocked as his.
What's the matter? Why'd you suddenly stop?
That's it. I know why Goldie hated Archer. Right, a heroic spirit without a noble phantasm of his own. So there's no original weapon he's based on. It'll work. Yes, this could work. No, wait. If that's the case, then that means...
You're working out a big idea, aren't you? If you have something to say, spit it out.
No, I do not. And if I did, I couldn't tell you about it here, idiot.
All right.
Anyhow, the existing plan's going to be just fine. We do it before dawn, all right? What you should do now is go to your room and get plenty of rest, Shiro. You're gonna need it.
Also, I need to discuss something with you, Saber. Sure you're okay with this, Saber?
Yes, I think it is the best option. And you have my thanks, Rean. This will allow me to fight without undue concern.
Yeah, what do you want?
What do I want? Tosaka, am I catching you in a really bad mood or something?
Not at all. It's really not like that, okay?
Then what's your problem? You have a really bad headache or a fever?
Of course I don't!
Jeez. Might as well come in. Let me guess. You've got another stupid idea?
Tosaka, when you and Saber talked...
What about it?
Forget it. Just listen and don't bite my head off. What I want is...
You want to go up against him, don't you? You did it. You figured it out after all. Archer's magic is the natural enemy of Goldie's noble phantasm.
Really? Is that right?
Wait just a minute. You did not have it figured out yet, but still you made that idiotic suggestion?
No, I just had this feeling that out of all of us, I'd stand the best chance.
Well, guess you're not wrong about that. The one thing that makes Gilgamesh so powerful is his number of noble phantasms, and that sourcebook for killing heroic spirits he's got. Archer didn't have a phantasm tied to his death. More than that, as long as he had mana, he could match any opponent's force of arms. That's why Gilgamesh insisted on calling the two of you fakes, probably because he identified both of you as threats. Heroic Spirit Emiya's really the only one that he might have had to face in a fair fight.
There's a flaw, though. If he fired a lot of phantasms at once, I wouldn't be fast enough. I'd run out of mana.
Certainly that'd be the case if your magic stayed the same. But you remember Archer's noble phantasm, don't you? If you mastered that, if you had control of that reality marble, you could stand against Gilgamesh.
You're crazy. That kind of power's just not in me.
Not right now, but there's at least one option we could look at. Crudely put, it's a way to link two mages together, so they can share whatever stores of mana they happen to possess.
You mean we'd create a path between you and me and then share our mana over it?
Right. It doesn't matter whether or not you have enough mana to use a reality marble, because I do. As a result, you'll have all the power you need to take down Gilgamesh. But now, as to how we'll create the link.
Hey, what's wrong?
I will take my magic crest and give it to you.
Now, wait a minute. The magic crest is the physical proof of a true mage's life, isn't it?
That's right. At first, the crest is intangible. The head of the mage family shapes it over the course of his life. It's a legacy passed down from generation to generation.
I can't take something that important.
It's all right. It's the most important fight I'll ever have, so I'll use my most precious possession. Why are you staring at me all weird like that?
I was kind of in awe of you. Sort of late, but I just realized your character's why I fell for you the way I did.
What? It's hardly the occasion to say that kind of thing!
Though I don't mind listening if you need to unburden yourself.
Yeah, I know. There's not much time. Okay, let's get this transplant going. Just tell me what you need for me to do. Say the word.
What? Okay then, you can start by getting undressed.
What? Something wrong?
Don't you dare get any funny ideas! All I told you to do was take your clothes off!
It's only fair because I'll be taking mine off too.
You're getting undressed too?
I said don't get the wrong idea! The only reason for it is so we can transmit our body heat. There is nothing more to it than that.
It's just that, for us to transfer the magic crest, we need to enter a mutual state of deep rapport.
Oh, right. Now I get it. So is just my shirt all right?
Of course, you moron!
Let's begin now. Gib dem van den Vogel das Trinkwasser, der vom langen Weg und benutzt den Vogelrahmen.
What do you think? Did it work? Tosaka?
Yes, of course it worked. So flawless, there's nothing else to do. So precise, there'll be no after effects. So perfect, even Kirei, who specialized in this stuff, would probably say, my pupil, you did a great job.
This is it?
Yes, the magic crest I transferred to you. Now you can receive enough power for a reality marble. But the rest...
The rest is in my hands. Thank you. I mean it. Wait, are you angry at me for some reason?
You saw it.
Huh? Wait a minute. I only did what you said.
You saw it, didn't you? You disgusting peeping Tom.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. My eyes were closed the whole time. The only thing I saw was what seemed to be magic circuits and... Oh, yeah, that's right. You were having this weird dream. You were, like, in this schoolyard somewhere. And there was some guy doing high jumps like an idiot all day long until the sun went down. Now, what was that? Hey, what's the big idea of smacking me?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Hey, easy. What'd that pillow ever do to you?
Quiet! You're nothing but a big brute. Who the hell do you think you are, anyway? Looking at my secrets like that.
Huh? Your secrets? You don't mean that guy...
Fine, but I'm warning you. Sooner or later, I'll get a peek at your most embarrassing memories. And when I do, I'm not going to hold back. Do you understand?
What are you doing out there, Saber?
A great many things have happened. I wish to etch them into my mind, so that I will never forget them.
I understand. So, for your sake, I hope you can do that.
Yes, me too. And also, I find I am in your debt. So, thank you, Shiro. In truth, it did take more than a little time. But as it turned out, you showed me the way.
Saber?
Forgive me. This cannot make sense to you. But I do want to try and put it in words. One dream must come to an end. And even though I am not able to leave anything for you, you have given me an answer that is far more than sufficient.
And this dream, is it a dream that's yours?
Perhaps it is. But if that is the case, then it is the story of a little girl I would no longer recognize. I did have a dream. Once. I have a favor to ask of you. I will safeguard you both. So just make certain that you two return to this house.
Yeah, we'll come back home. Count on it. Let's go settle all this, shall we?
Blast out your curses, Holy Grail! Let us see if the humans of this time are capable of bearing the weight of their own wishes. And now the prophecy of their judgment day has...
It's a little late to check, but how are you?
Huh? I'm fine. Honestly, better than I would have thought. I think I could pull off 10 or even 20 projections.
I'm just glad it actually worked. Okay then. Now's our chance. Let's go over the plan. Shiro and I will sneak into Ryudo Temple from the rear and then give the signal. Then, Saber, that's when you storm the temple through the front entrance. and keep Goldie busy for a while.
While you're doing that, we find Shinji and the Grail and do what we have to shut it down. After that, the only thing left is for you to destroy the Grail itself.
There's one more thing.
Shiro, I must tell you something.
What is it?
The fact is, I can only use my holy sword one more time.
She's run out of mana. The moment she uses her sword, she ceases to exist in this world.
What? No! Why is that?
Think about it. I'm supplying all the mana for both of you.
But what about Saber? How is she supposed to keep Gilgamesh busy without using her sword?
Shiro, this was my own decision.
What else can we do? This is the only way we can win. Saber is pacted as my servant. You think I want her to be sacrificed? Anna's assuming physical form.
It feels like 10 years ago.
Which proves what we're looking at is the Holy Grail. The vessel must have been too small for it. What's inside it is starting to crack the vessel open and leak out.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, Shinji is cracking. He must be in there somewhere, linked to all this as its core.
Could that be him? Up at the top, is that a person?
Yeah, it looks like the Holy Grail is using a human body this time. Listen, if we do nothing, the vessel will be destroyed. It's not compatible. And then there won't be a Holy Grail anymore. Just that muck oozing out of the weird hole in space opened up by the Grail.
So then, we've got to pull Shinji out of there fast.
Wait! You think you can just walk up to it? That slime is curses that have taken physical form.
We won't know until we try, will we? We have to hurry. By now, Saber's already fighting at the front gate. We don't have time for a decision.
Well, what a surprise. To think I should gaze upon your misshapen faces again. Mongrels.
Gilgamesh? If he's here, then who's Saber fighting?
I've been waiting. I'm glad you got here in time, Saber.
Assassin? No. With Castor gone, it should be impossible for you to still be here.
I am a unique case, you see. I am a false servant, summoned with this location functioning as my anchor. A guard dog, permitted to appear only at this gate and no other place. But of course, with that vixen Castor gone, I shall not live through the night. Only by merest chance have I managed to last this long.
Along with Saber, you seem to have been forsaken by fate. I would venture to say that you were not aware that a servant who has yet to vanish is still at the main gate.
Assassin!
No. How can he still be here?
Now then, simply killing you would be very dull. So I've decided to grant you both a brief reprieve.
What the hell are you talking about?
Shinji might feel lonely if I were the only one with him at the end. Bearing witness to how this great work concludes will lend meaning to your worthless lives.
Is it true? Are you actually planning to commit genocide on the entire human race?
You must truly wish to embrace death, that you would dare to question me. This world's major fault is that it is so tolerant of humans. And therein lies your answer, little girl. This era in which the common rabble have bred to excess is far crueler than necessary.
You bastard!
In the past, in my world, there were none who were extraneous. Even a slave knew he had purpose. Everyone's life had significance. But what of the world in this era? There are more people than there is significance. Some of you know the truth and think the same. Who was it who observed? It seems that the population has grown too great. It is my personal intention to cull the human herd of worthless mongrels. The culling 10 years ago took fewer than 500, but this time disaster will bathe the entire world. One can only guess how many will remain, once their numbers have been thinned out. Is that not exciting?
Only a sick perv like you would get his kicks from something like that. Why did I expect a straight answer from you? I'm shutting down your Holy Grail right now.
No, wait.
I'll just go up and pull Shinji out. He's a jerk, but he's still Sakura's brother. And besides, aren't you the one who wanted to save everyone in the world if you could?
You intend to stroll through those curses? You really think a mere human like you could walk through that?
Well, I might surprise you. I can handle curses like this. You just watch me.
You're willing to risk your life? How utterly charming. However, I did not give you authorization to walk away from me.
Tosaka, go and get Shinji.
I'm on it.
You keep your hands off her. I'm the one you're gonna fight.
This was to have been a bit of sport before welcoming Saber, but it's proving to be most tedious. You horrible, filthy sham. Now I shall teach you the power of the genuine article!
Stand aside, assassin. There's no reason for you to defend this gate.
No reason. My fighting has never held any sort of reason. Really, I've no pride as a heroic spirit, nor have I a wish to be granted. The fact of the matter is, I am not even Kojiro Sasaki. You needn't be surprised. It's likely that Kojiro Sasaki existed at one point. And it's likely there was a warrior with a long sword called Laundry Pole as well. However, these two were not the same individual. Kojiro Sasaki, who people said acted as a foil to some noble swordsman, was merely a fiction found in folktales.
A fictional hero.
Yes, Kojiro Sasaki is only a mantle. As for myself, I was merely the swordsman best suited to wear it. I do not even have a name, perform the techniques the records attribute to Kojiro Sasaki. It's the only reason that a ghost like me was summoned. So you see, there was never any meaning to this. I am an empty, hollow shell. Nothing has meaning for me. However, if there were something that could possibly give meaning to my existence, it would be this moment. That is, if a man who died in obscurity had such a thing as a wish.
Assassin.
Give me a break. This is the grossest thing I've ever done.
Learn your place, mongrel. I'd prefer you didn't spoil the festivities. It's finally happening. Look up there. Would you like to know what that is? The Holy Grail is drawing in wishes. The true nature of you mongrels. The malevolence of all mankind. It will grant any and all wishes, transcending the limitations of life, bringing forth an amazing transformation. Why do wishes fail to be granted? Because humans are inherently limited. Fairness, peace, happiness can never be obtained. Because you sad prisoners of flesh can never be satisfied. That is why humans constructed the Holy Grail in the first place. Not to release your people from all suffering, but rather to subjugate and conquer them. This is the end result of that ideal. No quality so capable of bringing change is more powerful than human malevolence. That is its fuel, and its tool is self-annihilation. That is the true nature of humanity, so this wish granter fits this age perfectly. Vastly different in scope than 10 years ago. The curses will stream forth without end. Now, boy, what will you do? Good. You may provide me with sport after all.
Shinji. Come on. We've got to get you out of here right now. What the hell? You don't even want to let go of a half-baked core like this one? Apparently it got pissed off when I yanked its heart out. Ready or not, we gotta go.
Me, I shall not allow a single one to remain.
Release freeze! All projections! Success and fire!
For glasswork, they are remarkably durable. However, you'll have to copy a lot faster than that.
Trace! On!
This stalemate is an utterly foolish notion. If you know you cannot defeat me, then destroying the Holy Grail is the correct decision. But if that's your thinking, stop wasting your time and go kill Shinji instead. If stopping the Grail is your goal, you can achieve that most directly by eliminating him. And yet you still try to save him. What hypocrisy. A quality that all you mongrels share. What? It's lost its core and wants me for a replacement.
Tosaka! What the hell is that? I can't read it. I can't get any information on that weapon's construction at all.
Exterminate it. Hey! I really thought I'd been taking it easy on you. But apparently sparing Archer would have afforded me more amusement. Boy.
What was that shockwave? I remember this. Assassin, how dare you? He will use it if I disengage. That long blade technique.
Is it wise, pulling back your resistance? From this position, I could easily send you flying backwards.
Is that why you chose to enter my striking range?
Yes, I want to force an end. With blades, don't let your mind wander to what comes later.
If I step out of striking range, I will fall right into his trap.
Why do you hesitate? Just as I am the guard at this gate, there's a thing that you guard too, which leaves us no room for any doubts. And besides, Saber, you are not the only one here running out of time.
I do you a discourtesy. As you say, we are both out of time.
Ultimate. Swallow reversal. Go now. I had looked on her as just a lovely little bird, when in fact, she was really a lion. And here I considered myself a fair judge of women. Now I suppose my training in that form is equally lacking.
Is that all you've got? You're just a fake after all. You're incapable of saving anything. It's so painfully obvious even Archer could tell. Your ideals are clearly not your own. What makes you think you can accomplish something when you aren't even capable of original thought? Your arrogance is breathtaking. Hero of justice, a world where no one cries. Don't be ridiculous. Humanity is a beast incapable of enjoying life without sacrifice. Equality is nonsense. A lie spouted by those too weak to look upon the darkness. An excuse to cover up the ugliness they can't accept.
Yeah, he's right. My feelings aren't my own. They're a mask I wear that I borrowed from someone I watched be a hero. Back then, I was totally empty inside. Everyone was dying, and there was nothing I could do to save them. I tried to convince myself that people can't live without other sacrifice. Otherwise, I could never have survived. That's why I had so much admiration for his ideal. Is that so wrong? Are my feelings fake because I got them from someone else? And if so, does that mean I shouldn't even try? No, there's no way that's true. It doesn't matter if it's fake or impossible to achieve. I know I can't save everything, and that you can't save one person without sacrificing another. And even though I knew it was just an ideal, I longed for it more and more every day. Even if I had to hurt some to save many, I'd keep reaching for a world where no one ever had to get hurt again. In the end, this world was his reward. He once told me that what I believe in, what I've always believed in, was hypocritical. But despite what he said, he stayed true to that same hypocrisy until the day he died. So I can too. I don't care if it's a borrowed ideal, or if it's fake. It's still my ideal, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep that dream alive. Even if I never find a single thing I'm searching for. I get it. All this time, that was it.
I'll admit that I was holding back, but you must have been affected by the blast from Aya.
All those weapons, and you really expect me to believe you're holding back? Give me a break.
Aya was forged only for supreme kings, and someone like you isn't even worthy of gazing upon it.
Saber!
Are you okay, Shiro? I will take over from here.
No. You go help Tosaka. Make sure that she's okay. I can handle him. Just leave Gilgamesh to me.
What are you saying? A mage is simply no match for a servant.
I know, but remember, both of us are exceptions to the rules. Don't worry. I can beat him. I know I can.
Then good luck. I promise, I will save Reen.
Saber. I tried my best, but I'm sorry. I couldn't save you. But listen, I don't think this grail is what you hoped it would be. So go ahead and take a good look. Make sure that next time, you can get it right.
Shiro.
Sorry, it's kind of hard to explain. I guess I never really had what it takes to be your master. So...
I don't think that's true. Shiro, you are my master. I must go fulfill my duty as a servant. We will continue afterwards.
Are you out of your mind? You're seriously going to sacrifice yourself instead of using Saber? You fool. Giving up your own life so that someone else can keep theirs is a lie. Even now you still can't see that. Making you an inveterate hypocrite.
A hypocrite and a fraud. It's like you said. I'm a fake, remember? But I had it all wrong. My skill has nothing to do with making swords. There's only one thing I can do. And that's... give form to what's in my mind! I am the bone of my sword! Steel is my body and fire my blood. I have created over 1,000 blades. Unaware of loss, nor aware of gain. Withstood pain to create weapons, waiting for one's arrival. I have no regrets. This is the only path. My whole life was unlimited blade works! not swords I make. I create a world that holds swords without number. That's the only magic allowed to Shiro Emiya.
A reality marvel? And what of it? What can you achieve with a wretched mental landscape?
There's nothing to be surprised about. Everything here is fake. But it doesn't matter. There's no law that says a fake can't surpass the original. If you claim to be the genuine article, I'll just have to surpass you in every way and take you down. Let's go, King of Heroes. I hope you've stored up enough weapons.
Don't get cocky, mongrel.
What in the world is that? If summoned improperly, a servant can be twisted that badly? Reen! Where are you? Reen!
Saber.
I'm coming!
Saber, no!
But why?
You have to trust me. This muck is similar to a servant. There's no telling what would happen if you touched it.
I understand. Then hurry. Join me on this side. I will take care of this myself. Just get clear.
Right. Whatever you say. But if I don't make it out in time, you know what you have to do.
But I cannot. And if that is the alternative, I will save you now. I can handle this. You used a command seal?
Of course I did. You're the only one who can destroy the Grail, remember? I'm not about to let you throw your life away. Besides, I can get out of this mess, no problem. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. You've got to trust me on this one. Just have your holy sword ready. You're going to need it.
Reen.
Good speech, but it's one of those things that's easier said than done. If I gave Shinji back, I wonder if this thing would let me go. What the?
What is this? Reen! Oh no.
Blades match mine.
Don't you get it? Because of your 1,000 noble phantasms, you're probably ranked as the top heroic spirit, aren't you? But you're a king, not a warrior like the other servants. You may have lots of weapons, but you didn't choose to master any of them. You're just like me. We're both incomplete.
When I'm done with you, there won't be anything left! Not one shard of your counterfeiting skull!
This really sucks. I don't even know which way I should crawl to get out of this thing. That idiot. He's really guzzling my mana, isn't he? I guess this is it. But no, I'm not going to die like this. By command seal, I order you, Saber, destroy the Holy Grail now!
No, Reen. I beg you, please, get out of there right now!
I'm sorry, Saber. I knew that you would never obey. Not willingly. And you. I'm really sorry, Shinji. Sorry I couldn't save you. Please forgive me.
I refuse to listen to such pathetic whining. Now go, Reen.
Hurry! Reen!
pact is concluded, and victory is yours, Rean. Were it allowed, I would have liked to remain to see what is to become of you and Shiro. But unfortunately, that is not my place. I feel good knowing that Shiro has you.
Impossible! How am I losing ground to a pathetic little figure?
If I was fighting any other servant, I'd be no match with them even in this reality marvel. Having an infinite number of swords would mean nothing against an opponent who had mastered just one. But against you, it's different. My swords are ready and waiting for anything you've got. I'm a step ahead of you!
Damn you! You little brat! Rot in hell! Damn you! I can't believe I have to go all out against a fraud like you! Grant you this. You're more powerful than I. For now! Go to hell! Running out of mana is such a pathetic end. Victory is yours, but it won't save your life. Faker. What? What are you doing? How dare you drag me in, you wretch! Wait!
The whole of the Grail!
That sick abomination! Doesn't it realize that a fellow servant can't be made its core?
Crap! You're trying to pull me in with you!
You fool! I will not die like this today! Stay where you are, mongrel! At least until I can get back over to you!
Fat chance! It ends now! Even if it costs me my arm!
Go ahead and cut your arm, but first take a step to the right.
Archer! Damn you.
That guy. Always showing off.
Archer!
It's a shame, really, but it is what it is. Give up on the Grail, Rean, at least for now.
What's with that? Are you laughing at me right now? What's so funny?
Yeah, sorry about that. But you just looked so pathetic I couldn't help myself. I was thinking how the two of us make one sorry-looking pair.
Archer, I want you to pact with me again, okay?
I'm afraid I can't. I doubt it would be allowed. And besides, I no longer have a goal. Like it or not, my battle ends here.
But that means that no matter how much time passes, you won't...
That was unexpected. Rean, keep an eye on me. I'm helpless, but you already know that. So just be there for me.
Archer. Okay. I got it. I promise I'll try. I'll do my best to make sure he doesn't turn into a jerk like you. And I promise I'll do all I can to get him to learn to like himself. You do the same, okay?
That's good enough for me. Don't worry, Tosaka. I'll be fine. I swear, I'll try my hardest from now on.
Damn it. I didn't even get a chance to chew him out.
Come on, let's go. Now and then, I think back to that sword fight. When I lost and found my answer, all at the same time. But since then, not a single thing has changed. The memory's fading away, and I'm still me, and I suppose he's still him. But even so, neither of us really thought the fight would change anything. It's been 2 years since then. I may get the answer I'm looking for someday. But it'll be a long time before I find out what it is.
You're such a big help in the mornings, and I appreciate it, really. But I already told you don't have to make me breakfast.
You've got to eat sometime, and you're letting me live here. Chipping in a little is the least I can do. So, you're still not much of a morning person, huh? Thought you might get over that.
A lady is allowed to have a quirk or two, isn't she? Keeps things interesting. As for my schedule today, I'm going to a special lecture on cutting and mineralogy. What about you?
I've just got fundamentals classes all morning.
So we can walk together at lunch. Meet at the usual spot?
Tosaka. Nah, never mind.
What's up? See someone you know?
No, I've just passed him in the hall a few times. But that's not it. It's finally hitting me how strange this all is. Why is an outsider like me studying magic at a place like this?
Knock it off, you're not an outsider. Don't you remember the rules of the clock tower? When you're the heir to a respected mage, there's always a risk that someone might try to kill you. And because of that, a mage has the right to be accompanied by a follower or an apprentice at all times. It's for their own protection. That's why you're enrolled here. You're with me, so hold your head up high, okay?
I know. And thanks a lot, I owe you one.
Yeah, you do. Getting you in here wasn't easy. But you only have a 3-year exemption. So watch yourself, okay? People here have to follow the school rules, but not the rules of the world outside the school. It might be a minor ritual in the Far East, but you're the mage who survived the Holy Grail War. People remember that. And some of them aren't going to like you. So if you let your guard down... Your guard's down!
Like hell it is!
Cheryl!
Lady Ludia!
You don't have to be so formal now. After all, you're not on the clock as my butler at the moment. Miss Luvia will be perfectly all right. Dear Cheryl.
Hey, you can cool it with a chummy act, okay?
Oh, Miss Tosaka, really? We're classmates as well as neighbors, and I believe we even share an apartment building. And yet my behavior strikes you as inappropriate?
It's inappropriate, all right.
Relax, Tosaka. There's nothing wrong with trying to get along with your classmates. Anyway, we got a 3rd-floor apartment thanks to her. So we owe her one.
Oh, Cheryl! Hey! You think you're better than me?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Okay, changing plans. Our next class will be...
Self-defense. The class in which one learns to express oneself physically. Now, Luvia Galita Edelfelt, the heir to the Edelfelt family, will be more than happy to demonstrate.
hell is that bitch's problem? I hit her right in the medulla oblongata and she still wouldn't go down.
Luvia's not such a bad person if you think about it.
Where did you meet that nightmare anyway?
Well, when we first got here, she and I both got lost on the same road.
Well, I'll put her in her place soon.
So, what's your plan? You got invited to officially join the Mages Association, right? First, they evaluate a mage's natural talents and the color of his soul. Then they register him, making him a Clock Tower-affiliated mage. It's okay. Because you'd effectively be in debt to the Mages Association, your activities would be limited. But joining the association isn't without its perks. As a matter of fact, most people would jump at the opportunity.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Becoming a Clock Tower member, and finally becoming a full-fledged mage, is the right decision. But would that go with what I believe in? Oh, hey. Sorry, guess I overslept. I'll get breakfast going.
Emiya. So, wanna go somewhere with me?
Where are we?
Glastonbury, the grave of a certain king. You remember how you told me that day that you wished you'd had the chance to say a proper goodbye? Now's your chance. I'll give you some time alone.
Hey, Saber. Wish I'd known you were a king. Thank you. For starters, I'm here. I came to this country.
It's so nice here.
Yeah, it sure is. But it's weird, you know? I keep thinking about how a long time ago people used to live in a place like this, leading such different lives.
Like they say, it's a big old world. It's been 6 months since we got to England, and every day is still full of surprises, one after another. Don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. And it's really shown me how insignificant I am. I was so proud that I'd become a master, and fought with Saber and survived the Holy Grail War. I started thinking I could do anything I put my mind to. But then the very next day, I just didn't feel like that anymore.
Yeah, I could tell. Because you didn't change at all after the Grail War.
I think I get it now. The Holy Grail War was definitely a major event for me. But when I look at the grand scheme of things, it was just one piece of a bigger puzzle. A lot has stayed the same since then. But there have been a lot of changes, too. I don't know how much I matured or anything, but it just hit me how special that battle really was. I've seen it for myself.
Guess I'm the opposite. I'm starting to think that it really wasn't anything special, not in the slightest. The Holy Grail War, the Clock Tower, lazy days like today. Things like that aren't ever going to change. You relied on Saber's support, but when she was alive, Saber herself actually relied on the support of the people that came before her. So you see, we're all connected. None of us are here by our own strength. We count on the hard work of people in the past to get us through. The Clock Tower is steeped in ancient traditions. That's always on my mind while I'm studying. Like someone is always watching and judging me. It feels like they want to know what I'll contribute.
I see. Guess it's only natural they'd want to know.
Hey, Numbskull. Wake up, will ya? Everyone's left for the closing ceremony. What, are you playing hooky or something? Hurry! We don't want to miss the last assembly of our second year!
Hey, Issei. How are things going with the temple?
It's coming along. In fact, the rebuilding of the main temple hall is already underway. Everyone is working hard on it. It's times like these that can be quite trying for a head priest. I'm barely even a novice myself. The What they're doing makes me realize how grateful we should be to our parishioners.
Great. I'll try to come by and help soon.
That reminds me, how is Shinji doing? He's been in the hospital for quite a while now.
Oh, he's alright. He'll be discharged in a couple of days. Sakura goes to visit him all the time.
Is that so? Good for her, keeping an eye on her big brother.
Yeah, she wouldn't let up till he gave in. Sakura's pretty tenacious. He didn't have much to say about it, really.
Huh. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm so glad the two of you are still here. It's hard to believe it's been a month since anyone's heard from him. A new teacher will be coming to replace him at the start of the new semester.
We'll look after Mr. Kuzuki's things. They'll be safe at the temple. Besides, that's where he first turned up out of the blue. It seems fitting that he left us the same way.
Well, if it isn't the student council president, patrolling the campus already? Or maybe you're checking in on all the club rooms.
Tosaka?
I know I sound like a broken record, but you really like to stay on top of things, huh?
I find these encounters quite repetitive myself. Would it kill you to come up with a different jab now and then? Oh, I see. You're deliberately repeating yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I thought that was obvious. What, did you just figure that out? I knew you were uptight, but wow. You really are a lost cause, huh?
What's the meaning of this, Emiya? Don't tell me you've entered into a relationship with her, of all people!
Bye-bye, Emiya. Come get me when you're done. I'll wait in my classroom until you're ready.
Wait! What's happening?
Hey! You're a hard man to find, Mr. President.
Mitsuzuri, what do you want?
Maybe you can clear something up for me. What in the hell did you do to the budget? I'd like to know why my club just had its funding cut.
Archery Club isn't the only one. All club expenditures were subject to the same review.
I don't buy that for a second. Try again. I want to know what the hell you were thinking.
So, Emiya, were you ever in the track club?
Track? No, I've always been in archery. Never really had time for both.
Oh, I see. Sorry, guess my mind was wandering a little. Looking at the sunset just got me thinking. It's just, time has really flown by. The Holy Grail War's over now, you signed on as my apprentice, and it's a year will be over before you know it.
And when that happens, we'll leave this school?
Gonna follow in your father's footsteps?
Yeah, probably. Why do you ask?
Curious. I'll be going to London when I leave here. I got a letter of recommendation from the Mages Association.
You're going to the Mages Association in London? The clock tower place?
They picked me to be the representative of the Tosaka family. And they said that I'm allowed to bring an apprentice with me if I want to.
What are you getting?
To be the representative of the Tosaka family. And they said that I'm allowed to bring an apprentice with me if I want to.
What are you getting at?
Well, do you want to go with me, Shiro?
Damn it. Should have known you're taking advantage of me again.
What's that?
Nothing.
This is a big deal, so give it to me straight, okay? Look me right in the eye and say you'll come.
Knock it off. You already know I will.
Great. I mean, we work so well together, am I right? I promise I won't let up until I turn you into a proper mage, so I sure hope you're ready. You're going to be so much happier when you're finally the man I helped shape you into. Just you wait and see, Shiro.
Thanks for taking me there. It means a lot.
Excuse me. You are the one who came from Japan to study, correct?
No, that'd be Tosaka.
Tosaka, I know. You are the student I was inquiring after. You're from Fuyuki, Japan, yes? Judging by your looks, you don't have the makings of a mage. My guess is that you're an outsider who was caught up in the ritual and missed your chance to escape. Now, tell me something. After surviving a war of that magnitude, what made you decide to come to the clock tower? Why have you chosen to study magic?
That's a good question. I've learned a lot here, but in a lot of ways, I feel like I'm in over my head. I still don't want to give up on my beliefs, though. I want to dedicate my life to seeing them come true.
Meaning what?
Well, I know it might sound dumb, but I don't care. There's something I want to be. It's called a hero of justice.
I understand. It's a foolish endeavor, but not without its merits. A hero of justice. I fear your dream is too large for this place to contain.
Tosaka, did we have dinner plans I forgot about?
I was just waiting for you.
Huh?
So then, have you made a decision about joining?
I said no.
Oh.
Wait a minute, you're not angry?
Well, I can't say I'm too surprised. I guess, if you're not going to join the Mages Association, I've only got 3 more years before they throw me out on the street.
But there's no law that says you have to... Are you okay with this? It's all I've been thinking about lately. I just don't think I'll ever be able to live any other way. Even if I know it's not the right path for me, I can't change now. It's just like he said. He and I might share the same fate.
Can't argue with him there. With as many mistakes as you make, I think he's got a point. You're walking in the same direction, down the path he left for you. But still, how far you can go may be a lot different from him. All that matters is where you land in the end, and how far you can go from there. Even if you find yourself at the same destination someday, it doesn't have to be the end. Just keep moving forward, and before you know it, I know you'll find what you're looking for.
Maybe so. I hope that's the way it turns out. But it's up to me to make it happen.
Don't worry. Think about it. You've had the answer all along, haven't you?
Wait, are you sure? I mean, I know how important the clock tower is to you.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll probably settle down there one of these days. For now, I've got some things to work out of my system. There's a lot of world left to experience.
I see. My turn to drag you around for a change.
Yep, but all that's still a long way off. Either way, having a good time, and traveling, even suffering, it all leads to our happily ever after.